Funk 95, Funk Flex, whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
When my son did that freestyle.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's my damn, that's my shit.
My son go crazy. Yeah.
Oh, he goes bananas. He said, "Welcome to New York City, the Empire State." When the Empire State tried to quiet cake or some shit, I don't know what he said, but I love that damn song. All right, let me see if it says that we're live. Hold on. Screen black. Oh, that's the old one. That ain't the new one. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't finna let us not go live. That wasn't finna happen.
There you go. It's live now.
Boy, oh boy. Let's get it going. Oh, there it is. Oh, how was your day? How was your day, bro?
Man, everything was good. Evie, what up?
Hey, Evie, what you doing, Sugar Plum?
1 for 1, fat.
I'm glad she up in here. She don't catch us often. She be working so damn hard.
What's going on?
I don't sound bad, do I? Marie, Evie, do I sound okay? Cause I'm in my bathroom. I have to go live in my bathroom today. Okay. We got 5 up in this bitch, bro. We got 5 in here. We just got started. Y'all ain't come to play, did y'all? Y'all came to slay, huh? Yeah, that's what's up. I hope everybody day went well. I've been cleaning and cooking and cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
My mom's birthday yesterday. My son's birthday today. Well, tomorrow. I had to do a fish fry today. I got to do something. I got to do a spaghetti bake tomorrow. So I'm just. They got my little black ass stretched all the way out. Hey, Mystic Aqua, how you doing, baby?
How you doing?
Glad you called us.
How y'all doing?
Good. Okay.
Oh
man, you got you a Gemini too. God bless you, child. I love them Geminis though. They special kind of people, I tell you. They do not cut corners. They are who they are. Well, I hope everybody doing good this final day of May. Hope this month was kind to y'all. It's kind to me. I ain't lose a family member. I'm alive and well. And the truth is spread like a wildfire, untamed wildfire. And the smoke inhalation is starting to choke some of these bottom feeders. Some of these bottom feeders can't even come up for air. Send it, baby. And I send you a picture of my baby too. But he ain't no baby. He'll be 25. He's still my baby. Good. We've been on here for 3.5 minutes. We're doing good. We got 8 people up in the chat.
Right.
I give y'all about another minute or so because y'all know we just go live. We don't damn do no notifications. Just pop out. Just pop out.
They're getting good when you're doing
and
that.
Be like, we outside.
I'm tired of pushing customers on the everybody want to be a sponsor. Well, I'm thinking training.
Yeah, they in. What up, y'all? It's goody.
Okay. All right, we got 80 y'all up in here. All right. Okay, so I always come in with a recap what we've been covering. It won't be a long recap today. We've been pretty much holding steady to the series and only veering off to do a couple of like necessary impromptus. But other than that, we've been pretty much focused on the series as we rolled it out initially when Bro and I came up with the titles and stuff. So we've been rolling them out how we say, and sometimes we'll come in the middle of them with a little something different if it calls for it. So today I'm just full of gratitude right now. Like the kind of response that we've been getting. What's up, NYC Angel? The response that we've been getting has been it's been phenomenal. Like it's been so positive. The comments and stuff. I know you guys probably don't read comments, but the way we read them because they come straight to me. But I think, bro, you should be getting them too because you're managing person on this page. You probably don't be checking them like that, but I check them all. And the kind
I
of
ain't getting no
response,
comments. I ain't got none, not there.
that's
I have to
weird because
check.
you should be getting them. But you being a manager moderator, you should be getting them. But at any rate, I can tell you what we get. We've been getting. They said TV was popping, pimping. Welcome on in. The response has been phenomenal. Like I just want to tell you guys a couple of the things that what's up, London Sky baby? I just want to tell you guys a couple of the things that's being said. I had one of the subscribers, actually a mod, say to me that after 6.5 years of covering this case as extensively as they could cover it, being just about everywhere they could possibly go looking for information on Kenneka, as far as being in Facebook groups and YouTube channels and listening in and participating, that this is the first time in 6.5 years that this stuff is starting to make sense. And that really touched me. Like, for real, it touched me. I was like, damn. Because what I didn't tell the mod was this shit really makes sense to me too. A lot of sense to me. And this is the way it all came together. The way this information has been coming together, it's been painstaking. It's been thinking outside the box. All I can tell y'all is I feel like I'm juggling like 8 juggling balls. And in my mind, that's how everything is going in my mind. And I'm just catching them bitches one by one, just putting them somewhere. And every time I catch a ball and put it in a slot, another one pop up. So it's constantly something moving around in my head and in bro's head as well. He can speak for himself, but I'm just telling you guys that the response has been phenomenal. Like people are so grateful. And I've been in many groups and I've read comments and many posts and lives, but I've never seen people so grateful and just saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm saying to myself, nah, don't thank me. Thank you guys, because you guys are allowing us to put our thoughts out. You're allowing us to tell her story, and you're listening to this story. When a lot of people just want to kick this shit over like it's pathetic to me. It's so much heat and hate coming towards this page. And if we just over here kicking up dust and just telling lies, why the troops rallying up? It's enemies and it's any people that's been enemies for years. They rallying up. They in a wolf pack. I guess they say the hell, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So let's all get together and let's get over there on that person. That's how I feel. But what I do feel is a sense of gratitude that all these people that wasn't even getting along is finally getting along. Now the way they're getting along is fucked up because it's on me, but they all getting along. So in an indirect way, we still doing our job. We bringing people back together, no matter what the cause is. They coming back together. So hopefully they'll find their way, just as we find our way. And all we trying to do is find a way to get Kenneka out that fake ass freezer back there, and that fake ass kitchen, and that fake ass hotel that she never walked through, and was likely never in at all, according to my paperwork and what I've come up with. She was never even there. So run off with that shit. Run off with that. Run that in the ground and figure that part out. That should keep you busy for a couple of days. But at any rate, this part of the segment is part. Hope I numbered this shit right. I think I said part 6, but it's actually part 7. I need to go back on my screen and fix that. I think I said 6, but it's actually part 7. And it's Teresa and Kendra G. And this video, this is gonna be an audio because the audio quality is perfectly fine. There's no need to show the visuals for it because she looking stupid as shit. You don't have to see their faces. She sat there looking foolish. Leonora never lifted her head to say shit, and the guy sat back. It was just a conversation between Kendra G and Teresa, and it was a very controlled conversation. Kendra G was very much in control of the conversation, and she asked very leading questions to Teresa, and Teresa was trying really hard to let Kendra take the lead, and she tried to keep up with Kendra's lead, but in a normal fashion of fucked up, cowardly people, when you think you're not being scrutinized or attacked, you let your hair down, and then you fuck around and you say something you probably shouldn't have said because you feel very comfortable And when you feel comfortable, you put your dukes down. You don't fight. So you're not on the defense. And she wasn't defensive. The only thing she was trying to do was keep the story together because Kendra was trying to get the story out there. They wanted to make sure they got the final word out. They wanted to make sure that it was definitely Kenneka walking around the refrigerator, the hotel. Like it was a couple of things that they wanted to make certain that they drove home. And I paid attention to everything they said. And I caught Teresa in so much shit. So this is necessary because in the interview, she starts to leak information about previous calls that she had from the girls. Previous calls that she said she took that she never mentioned on a 911 call. She never elaborated. She even talked about the girls coming to the house looking for Kenneka. She said that shit too in this interview. She fucked up. She said all kind of stuff that messed this interview up. But my point and our point for this is always to point out the things that shows that there's an error in the timeline and this girl went missing and how she went missing and the things that were surrounding her being missing. And when you can find those things, you'll realize that this is not what happened to her. You'll figure out that all this shit goes right back to the party out west, period. And it's so weird that people have avoided that party out west when it was through all the paperwork. It was everywhere. But I don't think people really knew how to put it together. They didn't really know. And some people may have known and just didn't want to talk about it. I'm not really quite sure why it never happened, but even for me, I didn't realize that this shit went down at another location. I had to really listen to these people talk and really put myself in their position and pretend like this happened to somebody that I cared about, one of my family members. And when I put myself in that frame of mind, I started analyzing everything they said. And this is how it all came together for me mentally. But it's still a lot of fragmented pieces and still some gaps. But as each day passes by, these holes are being filled. And just like the new stuff that They Said TV was sending me last night, and also some information that I found out that I was looking for Timothy Delaney and ran across some shit Unfair dropped 5 years ago. And shout out to Unfair. Unfair actually, yeah, man, free that guy for real because that man offered me and Custom his page. This man told me and Custom, I was on the phone. He said, please don't go over there and fuck with that weird dude. Just take my page. Y'all can have my page. You can take it. I'll let you have it, subscribers and all. But please don't go over there and be with him. He weird. It ain't gonna be worth your time. He's too weird for you guys to even. He can't be rehabilitated. Is what he told us. There's no hope for him. And old gullible ass Slay, you hear me? Well, at least he knows it's not her in the videos. That's a start. Being optimistic, being the underdog rooter. I said this dude don't know shit, but at least he know it ain't her. And everybody else was saying it was. So I figured that was a start. That was the way to start. So that's why we went over there. But begged us to not go. He doesn't fuck with him. And his only request to him, and this is about Edward, he drops my name, so I'm going to say his. The only request he had for Ed was, he said, I want you to admit that Teresa did not kill her mother, that that's not her mother that died in Atlanta in that freezer. And also apologize to Carl Nesbitt because you have no proof that he has anything to do with this. And he said, and if you apologize, hell, I come over here, and since Custom and Slay want to fuck with you, I come over here too, but you got to do those two things. And Ed refused. And it didn't go well. It went down the hill from there. But he warned us to not go over there. We should have listened. We definitely should have listened, but we didn't. And to this day, hell, I'm still paying for the initial conversation. This man never deserved to even hear my fucking voice. And I did it too many times. But I just had to say that because it was important. So when They Said TV sent me some information about Tyrolin's brother, I actually was looking for some information on Timothy Delaney because Timothy Delaney and this dude that passed away and the whole family, they all close. So there's a connection there. And you better know I'm going to find it. You better know I'm going to walk this bitch down. So don't worry about it. I'm already on it. And I'm looking closely at it. And I told you guys I'm going to do a whole special segment on Timothy Delaney since nobody wants to talk about him. He's pretty protected. Him and Breebury got a real weird aura of protection around them. They really protected. Like, nobody talks about Breebury. Nobody wants to talk about Timothy Delaney. So we're going to light both of their asses up. That's what we're going to do. But, bro, did you have anything to say before we get started just about the progress or anything that's going on? Anything you had to say about anything before we get started?
Salute to the chat, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate the reals. You know, that's it. Let's go ahead, sis. Rock out.
That's
Let's
what's
go.
up. Okay. So, what's up, Charlene? So now, what we're gonna do? We're gonna start off with Teresa's interview, and I want to set the stage for y'all. This is an interview she did with Kendra G. I think it's 107.5. If I'm not mistaken, one of those radio stations. Not mistaken. And Leonora was there as well. Now, the interesting thing is to tell you guys is this interview happened after Dr. Oz. So I want y'all to know it was a noticeable change in Leonora's demeanor, her body language, and her being totally nonverbal during this interview. She went from being very focused and looking at Dr. Oz and trying to input her information in about her sister to being damn near mute, sitting in the corner, half-ass, not paying attention to anything they saying, and she never spoke a word. Never. And the lady never asked her anything. As a matter of fact, when Teresa was talking about her, she referred to her as my other daughter, Leonora, as if Leonora wasn't even sitting there beside her. It was so weird. And I noticed that. Your other daughter? Bitch, she's sitting beside you. What is wrong with you? But now I'm realizing she practiced that conversation. And guess what? Leonora wasn't nowhere around. When they practiced that conversation to be held, she said, my other daughter, Leonora, because when they was practicing that shit, Leonora wasn't nowhere to be found. And this I know. You want to know how I know? Because a bitch pay attention. That's how I know. I'm listening to these people rehearse these lines the same way Peas and Tiffy said Rico was locked up and then he out. He out. He locked up, but he out today. I'm like, how he locked up and out at the same time? Because when they was rehearsing these lines, Rico was locked up. By the time the interview got done, he was out. So they said that shit in past tense, and they had to correct it in present tense. The same way they did this shit over here on Kendra. I'm telling y'all, they do this. Y'all, this shit is it's becoming easy for real. It's really easy to see this shit now. So knowing what you guys know, I want y'all to use everything that you guys have learned in this series and apply it to what they're saying right now. And watch how much shit y'all catch in this lady's speech. I want y'all to remember the 911 call she made when she said they called her and said Kenneka was missing. And she said, don't leave my baby. And then she said, I hung up the phone and I called Kenneka and they answered her phone. And I said, wait a minute, you got the keys and her phone? Then bring me my car. Those were her words. But they changed vastly. And in this interview, she's going to add another layer of this bullshit to it. So remember all those things that y'all know. Remember everything that y'all learned in this series. Remember the things that she said. You're going to have to apply everything that you've learned thus far. Not what you were told previously, just what you learned. And if you didn't learn it in this series, that's perfectly fine. And if it's not clear for you, that's fine too. Just ask the question, because I want y'all to go into this with some full understanding of what's going on so that nobody can confuse y'all ever again. And you don't have to keep wearing this shit on you about what happened to this girl. Some of this shit you're gonna be at ease by the time this is all over, because I'm actually at ease now, because I'm noticing that it's some real genuine people that really wants to know what happened to this baby, and I appreciate y'all. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and rock on out with this interview. Anybody in the chat got anything to say before we get started? And if not, we're gonna roll it on out.
Yeah, I had something to say, sis. Actually, London was saying the same thing I was thinking. Is this interview after Dr. Oz?
Yes, it is.
Exactly. So this a cleanup, supposedly, before we get into it. You know, I ain't even watched this shit. So
Absolutely. You are
before we
absolutely
get
correct.
into it, yeah, it's a cleanup job from the Dr. Oz. That's why I didn't know I got to sit in the corner and don't say nothing. I got to fix what you messed up already.
Absolutely. And she's not
Okay.
letting her say shit because Leonora fumbled the bag bad. Leonora messed around and told the people that they was coming to get locked up, not because of a disturbance, because they didn't even know the sister was missing. When she said that, that fucked everything up. And Dr. Oz was clued on Leonora and said 20 hours later, and they still didn't know. She said no, they had no clue. A young lady had even come up missing. Very weird for her to say that, seeing that you the one that reported your sister missing. And it's 6:30. That bothered me. That really bothered me. But now I'm not bothered about it because I know what's going on. This girl was missing before they ever said it. And all this shit happened on a Friday. This is just a fact. And how could you even fucking think for one moment that she was walking around Crown Plaza when you find out she went missing Thursday going into Friday? How could you think that? How could you think that? But people refuse to see what's in front of them because they just don't want to admit that they didn't come up with this shit. What's up, Brox? What's up, Boop?
Hey.
Here we go. Y'all tell me how this audio sounding because I'm not in the same spot I'm normally recording in. So tell me how this audio sound for you guys. If it's getting echo and anything, let me know, okay?
Yeah, I'm going to mute.
All right, cool beans, y'all. Anybody in the comment section, when this video start rolling, could y'all be so kind to tell me that the audio is okay if it's doing anything weird or whatever? Finna start it now. 46-minute live. 46-minute video. It's probably gonna be 2 segments. I don't want to be on here too long tonight. I got more stuff to do tonight. But I want to at least give y'all some good foundation, some good stuff, and we definitely ain't gonna gloss over anything. So we're gonna have some good quality time with this interview. All right, here we go.
107.5 GCI, the shots #1 for hip hop and R&B. Good morning to you, Chicago. It's Kyle, Kendra G, Leon Rogers, and we have a guest here this morning, man. This is kind of a very important interview today. We want to
Hi, sound okay, guys?
Show today, Kenneka Jenkins' mother, Miss Teresa Martin. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
We know you're going through a difficult time, a tough time, and there's a lot of emotions and feelings and just a lot that you're dealing with at the moment. So up front, we just want to say thank you for taking the time to come join us and speak with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
So for those who, I'm assuming everyone in Chicago knows the story of Kenneka Jenkins by now, but Kyle, just a little backstory. The 19-year-old girl who was found frozen in a freezer in the Rosemont Crown Plaza Hotel.
That's right.
So let's start there. Let's start the night that you got the phone call about your daughter. Okay. I received a phone call 4:34 in the morning from her friend stating to me that my daughter's missing. They can't find her. So I asked them, could they take their time, just have a little patience at first.
Sis, pause real quick. What time that is? We got Bree texting favor. Kenneka missing.
4:30.
Okay, so this is right after that, pretty much, probably.
Yes.
Okay. All right, just want to make sure so we can verify that Bree know what's going on, right?
Absolutely. One second, guys.
Y'all with me in the chat. Y'all let me know if y'all feel something else. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling up. Y'all thinking. Y'all remember Bree texting favors. Bree supposed to drop the Kenneka off. We had, we had a 4 to 5 hour window that passed. And then she texts favors. Kenneka gone. We can't find her.
Right. Absolutely correct. Good catch. It's all happening at the same time. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to something. The 911 call said she got a call at 3-something initially. They said 3-something. Then she said 4-something. And by the time she started rolling these interviews, it was punctually at 4:34. Now she's got the exact minute. Now, I got to say something about I'll let the tape roll, but I got to tell this to y'all because this is very important. In the beginning, I chalked it off as her being awakened, abruptly awakened, being told that you can't find your daughter in the middle of the night, her being, possibly medicated from the drugs because she has survived cancer and had some stuff done, and she was going through, I guess, some recovery and had some stuff done to her. And she probably was sleeping and drugs or whatever the case may be, pain medicine or whatever. And I chalked it off as that. But I still thought it was weird because I said, damn, they called your cell phone. They didn't call a landline. They called your cell phone. And you should have looked at that cell phone and had that time stamped in your fucking membrane because this was the call that you got about your daughter that never made it home. So I didn't want to give her a pass for not knowing the time and go from 3-something to 4-something to 4:34. I just thought it was weird. But at this juncture, a month or so later, you would expect her to have known that 4:34 was the time. She could have looked at her phone, but I'm just disturbed that she didn't look at her phone initially to see what time it was because she could have easily looked at her phone. And because you got to think about it, she had to wait for him to come bring her a car. What was that wait like for her? when she was waiting to find out about her daughter, what the fuck was she doing? Was she looking at a phone? Was she making other phone calls? Why wasn't she talking to them on the phone, asking for more information? Like, it's things that I felt like she should have done as a mom that she just didn't do. Or maybe Kenneka was some kind of person that it might not have been out of the norm to not come home. Maybe she didn't spend all her nights at home. Maybe Teresa wasn't alarmed that she wasn't coming home, but maybe alarmed that her car was somewhere and Kenneka wasn't with the car. But it was definitely enough. Hey, Dorothy, baby. It was definitely enough for her to be more alert and ready to drive the car home is all I'm saying. So the fact that she would get her time right, it's a big red flag. We'll talk about it in a minute, but just know already it's some bullshit in the game. I'm just letting y'all know that.
In the background, I hear one of the other friends stating, you know, she tired of waiting. She tired of this. Nothing, you know, getting a little rowdy. So I asked them to calm down and just bring my car to me. Because your daughter because they were at the hotel for a party, and your daughter was the driver of the night. Yes, my daughter was the driver of the night. And they had her keys at this moment. They had her keys. And they never mentioned that they had a phone until after I got off the phone with one friend. I called her phone just to hear other friend state to me that I have a phone too. So I asked them, I said, yeah.
Now I gotta stop right there. This is very
that's very important.
Right. So I don't know what point you finna make, but I'm finna tell you what I get off this. Now, She says they called her and said they couldn't find Kenneka. She was missing, couldn't find her. And she said she told them, calm down, you know, don't leave my baby. She gonna say she told them, okay, can y'all just look for her? Don't, you know, just look for her. Just look for her, whatever. Then she said she got off the phone with them and called Kenneka herself. Now, let me ask y'all the chances of that. What are the chances? Now, for you guys, what are the chances that your son or daughter leave the house with friends in your car and you're sick, you're ill, and they call and they tell you, I can't find your son or your daughter. And you say, calm down and look for her. No, bitch. Who are you playing with? The first thing I'm going to say is, did you call her phone? First, did you call her phone?
Good.
That's the first thing you would have said, right? And if she would have asked them that question, they would have been like, we have her phone too. That would have curtailed that additional call that they had to make. They could have sprung into action faster. Second thing I would have asked her, is this my car still parked outside? I know you said you got my keys, but is the car still parked where y'all parked it when y'all got there? Did she move the car? Did she, comprehensive questions, but definitely asking y'all that y'all try to call her phone. I definitely wouldn't have wasted the time to ask, to call, to tell y'all to look for her, hang up to call her phone only to hear you got the phone. Now all of a sudden I'm alarmed because you got the keys and the phone. That shit don't sound right to me. Why didn't you ask them in the beginning? Did you call a phone? That's natural. Everybody keep their phone on them. This is a cell phone era. It's like this 2017. Y'all feel what I'm saying? What am I being unreasonable for thinking that she should have asked that question before she hung up that phone with them? I don't think it's unreasonable for me to think that. But go ahead, bro.
That's definitely something, because that's definitely something they choose to ask. You called the phone? When the last time you seen her? Where y'all at? Where she was at? That's the first thing I would have thought. Say where she was. Where y'all at? Where she was at? What? Yeah. Then I'm like, yeah. Did you call her phone? Did she answer? What's going on?
Crazy. What's up, Charlene? Yeah, it's bullshit. Like, but what was the catch? What was your catch that you heard, bro?
Nah, it was the 2 calls.
The 2 calls, right?
Yeah, but you covered it, so I'm just adding on to what your whole in general, because you already had what I was gonna say inside of what you were saying.
Now, right before we started again, I want y'all to bear in mind the story she giving Kendra G is the same story she gave the police. They called me. They told me they couldn't find my daughter. I told them to wait and just look for her. Then I called my daughter's phone and noticed that they had her phone. That's when I got alarmed and told them to bring me my car. That's what she told the police, and she told Kendra G. But one thing that y'all might have missed on the 911 call, but I damn sure didn't. Y'all might not either, but I got to bring it up. She said they kept calling my phone. They kept calling my phone. I said, kept calling your phone. So did you miss those calls or did you catch those calls? How did this kept calling your phone shit work? How did that go down? Because you only admitted to taking one incoming call and making one outgoing call. So what is this kept calling your phone shit? Did you miss them? Did you ignore them? And then I said, that's weird. And then, second part, go to the police statements. And in the police statement, she says, they called my phone earlier that evening and asked me, was Kenneka at home? And I asked them, is she missing? And they told me no. Then they called me later that night and told me she was missing. This is the shit that's in the statement.
Stay right there, sis. Stay right there. Because the evidence of them calling earlier and asking was Kenneka home is a sign that Kenneka had already been missing what we was already talking about.
Absolutely. That's exactly where that
That's proving that that's the first time she went missing when they calling right there to Kenneka already that she's inside of her first time being missing. She went missing again later.
Yes, she did, y'all. Y'all got it. Y'all listening in, and it's gonna all make sense. Now,
She's been missing, bro.
Absolutely. But she finna take it a step further. This bitch finna say, when they came to my house looking, she getting ready to say they came to her house looking for Kenneka. She getting ready to say that shit on this call. And I said, whoa.
That's what we need to hear. Come on, do your thing, sis. Do your thing.
I said, whoa. So now you're saying they called you looking for Kenneka. They came by the crib looking for Kenneka. Now you're saying they kept calling your phone. Now you're saying you finally pick up the phone and they say she missing. Now you're saying you finally call Kenneka's phone back. Now all of a sudden you have this epiphany that something going on with your daughter. Bitch, you lying. Them kept calling. They kept calling. Came out her mouth because they kept calling her phone. Because the girl was missing for far longer than what she's admitting to her daughter being missing. And they did come looking for Kenneka. But Kenneka went missing out
Leonora spilled the beans.
Yes.
With the 20 hours, I just want to add that to what you're saying now. Absolutely. All of this time, this is within the 20 hours.
Absolutely.
That she was already missing.
And no police involvement whatsoever. With no police involved, what the fuck soever. No police were called. They were looking for Kenneka. The friends were looking for Kenneka. Teresa knew she was missing. Everybody knew she was missing. And Irene was blowing up Kenneka's phone, trying to see was she gonna pick that damn phone up. She was not blowing her up by coming to no motherfucking party because Irene already knew that girl wasn't in no shape to go to no motherfucking party. So all that calling the phone shit on Friday was not to get her to no party, y'all. Irene was at that party when that girl got taken from that fucking party. She couldn't stop whatever was going on. I'm telling y'all, the big homie that snatched that baby that night, wasn't nobody finna say shit to that boy. He came home, he wanted some cat, he was gonna get him some cat now. And that's what it is. In my mind, that's what it is. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Because when you fresh out of jail, you want you some cat. That's what you want. You might want something else. I don't know how you swing, but I feel like that. And this party is for him. And this ain't no one party. This going to be a whole weekend of partying. He missed 3 parties. He had been locked up for 3 fucking years and was home for 3. He missed 3 birthdays. And he home. Homecoming and birthday party. In the party house. All weekend long.
Hey, sis, you see that London coming fast. Irene had the phone when she went missing.
Absolutely.
That's very truthful because Irene said when she went missing, I stayed in the room to make sure nobody don't steal nothing.
Right. Absolutely. And at this point, Kenneka, when she went missing out west, her phone was in the room and the keys to the car was in the room. That's why they knew Kenneka wasn't leaving with Monifa. It was never a question when y'all going home. Her shit was in the room. They knew she wasn't going nowhere.
Hey, sis, now check this out. Now, this is our question right here, right? This what makes it deeper. If she left her phone and her keys in the room, right? Why would they be calling asking Miss Teresa, is she home, right? But I'm gonna answer it. You see what I'm saying?
I got the answer for that.
Yeah, I got the answer too.
I got an answer for that. You want me to answer it first, or you want to answer it first?
Sis, it's so funny, sis, to me because this right here. No, actually, I want you to answer it first. Let me let you answer it first.
Okay.
Let me let you answer.
First thing is first. Monifa made a very incriminating statement, y'all. She said, if Kenneka was drugged, it would have had to be me that done it because I made her drink. She said that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She made that drink at that party out west, and somebody slipped that baby something in her drink. And right when that drink was taking effect, the drug was taking effect, Monifa picks her up off that bed, delivers her straight to that hallway. Monifa's put in that hallway to set her ass up for whatever it was she's finna get. Whether gonna get a little something taken from her, a little something taken from her. She supposed to made it home alive. I really don't know how that all went down. But Monifa left that girl at that fucking party. Now this how this can go, y'all. Teresa knows Monifa left the house with Kenneka. Monifa made it home and Kenneka never did, and she left.
Now, sis. Oh, she got a call.
He can't see.
Oh, there she go.
Can you hear me? I really can't see Monifa. Okay, I can. Okay, so what I said was Monifa left the crib with Kenneka, and she left Kenneka at the party. I really can't see Monifa going to Teresa's house saying, "Is Kenneka home?" when she the bitch that left at the party. So what I believe that person would have been Maya. Maya went over to Teresa's house looking for Kenneka, not knowing nothing about the party or what happened out west. Mm-hmm. That could be one of the ways. Maya go over there the next day. Hey, Kenneka home? Nah, she left the house with Monifa last night going to a party and she ain't came home yet. That could be one of the ways. That could be a possibility that it was actually Maya. Could have been Irene swinging by. Pretend. Hold on. Mom, what happened? How you get over there? How'd you get over there? How'd you get over here? What were you doing?
Right. Oh, what bird it is?
How'd you get over here?
I used to have birds. Hey, y'all. Okay, so while we waiting, I'm gonna tell y'all what I connected. Right? Okay. What I was able to connect. Hey, new being guys, what to do?
How you get over there, Mom?
Hey, and we really appreciate y'all chat. Y'all really holding it down. Y'all say super consistent. You know what I mean? Yeah, they got a bird. Buddy. Beautiful too. So okay, all right, y'all. So this what I was able to connect from this. I kind of want to wait for sis. I'm waiting for sis. I want her to hear what I was able to connect, and the reason why. And then who said the call came?
Oh my God, my stuff said, hold on.
No gosh.
Hold a moment, y'all.
Yeah, all right. What's we here? You know, they call right there. Charlene said, why Teresa didn't know they called from K phone to begin with? Never would have popped up the first time. Did they call from K phone? I think Miss Teresa called. They had a call from K phone. I don't know. I gotta wait to see if we can hear it to find out. Did they call from K phone? Miss Teresa, because it's showing for the partner. Her daughter. I know that Miss Teresa called K phone after she took a call. Okay. All right, y'all. So this, damn, I'm still waiting for sis to say this point. I want to say, but I don't want to say it without her being here to process it as well. Cause I gotta what I'm saying. I got. I'm still tripping from yesterday. Whisper. Okay, here. Yeah, fast. It was definitely back there saying calling Irene coaching again. We now this again we pointed that at. I don't know. I don't know if anybody ever pointed that out or not. And if they had, it is good. You know what I mean? But that's something
I'm
that
coming,
I'm
y'all. One
trying to
moment. Keep
really,
talking.
really get. Yeah, you good, sis. Man, she's coming, so I can get ready to say this point I want to say. Okay, y'all. So anyway, I started. So remember Killer and P's live, right? They said we thought she left with a nigga, right? Y'all remember that, right?
Okay, peeps. I had a minor infraction. Had to handle that real fast. I apologize.
Mhm. Yeah.
What were y'all covering, bro? Because I know I missed some of it.
Since now I kind of just said a little bit. I had really been waiting, trying to hold off for you guys. So I was trying to say the thing that I caught, right?
Go ahead.
The reason why I think the call came to asking was Kenneka home. Not saying that Maya didn't call or go, because she could have did both, and they still did this. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is when Peas and Killer was talking about she left with a dude. Remember when Peas and Killer said that she left with a dude?
Mm-hmm.
If Irene didn't see her get her leave, and Monifa acting like she don't know nothing, then yeah, they'll call to see did she get dropped off her house with a dude because she was messed up. Maybe she didn't realize she didn't have a phone and she had the dude drop her off. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. It could have been any kind of thing based off of what it off of that piece right there. The fact that they said that, I'm always looking for a place for that to fall in. That not that. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, yeah, on the west side type. But yeah, what I'm talking about is not that she actually left with a dude because if anything, they took her. You know what I mean? But she didn't leave with nobody willingly. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think that's where that could fit in. Where we think she left with a dude. Cause yeah, cause you still describing Kenneka being happy at and to see you at a party. And we remember we was because before we was like he was lying because we were like we don't see that on the video or nothing. She was
Mm-hmm.
already there at that time. What time? How she already there?
At
Shoot, she
12
had
something, right?
another party.
Mm-hmm.
She had another party.
Absolutely.
It'd be easy for her to get there real quick if she stay on the west side and is on the west.
Right. Absolutely.
Hop
And you
in the
know what?
skip.
You said something that made me think about something now. Let's entertain the notion that Irene could have been one of the ones that called Teresa or went by there looking for Kenneka the next day, really not knowing what happened to her that night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that, but I'm gonna tell you why I don't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
This would have been uncharacteristic of Kenneka. If she was
Mm-hmm.
from what we were told about her, she with
Mm-hmm.
one dude, she with that dude. Leonora said she only been with two people her whole life is all I know of.
Mm-hmm.
And she would know her sister because sisters that age, they normally, and Kenneka wasn't hiding anything from her mom. She had a belly
Mm-hmm.
ring, a tongue ring, eye piercing, tattoos. Not saying there's nothing bad with that, but she didn't strike me as a person that went behind her mom's back doing shit, right? So if she had a relationship with someone, I could see her being open about who she was dealing with. And, being kind of possessive, showing her dude off or whatever. So it would be very uncharacteristic of Kenneka to leave an event with a guy and leave her cell phone behind and her keys. They would have been alarmed because she was drinking. They said she bumped into the lamp and wasn't right. So her disappearing at that moment, it ain't no excuse to think she went with nobody because she was already in dire straits. According to what y'all saying, she was out of it. She fell in the lamp. She fell asleep. She left the phone. She left the keys. That doesn't seem like a way Kenneka was used to rolling. So I feel like at the point when she walked out that room, they knew something was wrong with that girl, but nobody did shit. And everybody wanted to justify why they didn't do shit. I feel like they knew that, but I ain't got to be right about it. That's just my feeling about the way they said she was when she walked out the room. Now, if the drug hadn't taken effect on her, and it was right after she had her first little sip, and I feel drunk or whatever the case may be, and he go, Money was talking about, get up, you all lose sleep, drunk, get up, like she walking out the door to catch some air or to just kind of walk it off or get your shit together, girl. We up in this place with these dudes and shit. You can't be sloppy drunk around people, whatever the case was. I don't know. But she still would have walked her out the room and would have came back in the room saying Kenneka was missing, and she didn't do shit. She waited 2 hours before she did anything. And Irene didn't do shit because she said she didn't take it as real. Nobody, the boys didn't do shit because they thought she was with a nigga. I think that's just everybody's excuse to why they didn't do nothing to help that girl. Everybody knew something was up when she left out that room. They knew she was fucked up and something was going to happen to her. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, but sis, look, I'm still looking at it as an excuse when he's saying it. I'm not saying that she actually left with a dude, like I said, because if she ever left with dudes, that she was taken, right? So I'm using that he said that at that time frame at the party out west we thought she left with a dude. It's still an excuse, like you saying. I'm just saying that that's the time frame when that happened. I'm connecting that time frame with the time out west. That when Peas and them talking about at that time when they saying we thought she left with a dude, they talking about there, because that's the only place they seen her. They wouldn't have seen her at Irene party.
Right.
You not seeing her, yes, or no Clown Plaza. That's what I'm saying. So the only place you're gonna see her when you say, "Hey," or whatever, how you saying she was reacting and she was there before y'all because she stayed right there.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. No. I get what
That
you're
type
saying.
of saying. But I'm still thinking he's saying it like you saying as an excuse for why they didn't go search. You see what I'm saying? I'm just putting that in the time frame. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Nine likes 20 people. Yeah, we might have a lot of new people watching, or we got just a lot of people just watching this, but it's okay. All things in due time. All we gotta do is keep telling the truth. Sis, where you at? Oh, she must have got a call. You know how that happened. All right, y'all. So y'all understand what I'm saying? They said get goofy out west, and why would they say it when Zach was why would they say it get goofy out west or 30-30? Why would he say it get goofy out west?
Can I answer? Or you
Why?
want to answer, bro?
You can answer.
Okay. So when Zach TV asked them, how did anybody know
Oh,
that y'all was at the party? And then they said the lives. And Thugger 30 reminisced on that night. He laughed. He said, man, with so many people, man. So it get real goofy. It get goofy out west. He literally was reflecting back to his party he had. He was giddy.
yeah.
He was happy. He was giddy. He just came home. He making sure everybody stay in line and follow the fucking script. He back there reminiscing on what went down at the party. He just, man, we're going to play it again for y'all. But what he was talking about is shit get crazy out west. is goofy, crazy, silly in a good way. Like that shit was
It's
stupid.
definitely relevant. And one of our main keys that it was a party out west. And because what? And the reason why he was so surprised for it being so packed, because he just got out. All these people here to me. Oh yeah, it get goofy out west, bro. I see the love I got in the streets. Everybody with what I'm with.
I bought the streets out.
Yeah.
And don't forget who he is now, based on the new information that we've uncovered, thanks to a couple of subscribers. Ty Rowland would have been there, possibly. It's Timothy Delaney. That's his boy. That's they come from brothers.
Come on.
So Ty would have probably been at that party. I'm not saying he. Go ahead.
No, I'm thinking about they say she did she die of suffocation?
Okay, well, I don't know if we'll ever know Kenneka's real cause of death because we never really got nothing on her. We didn't get an autopsy report on Kenneka. The body they autopsy wasn't Kenneka's body, and I know that based on the biology of the body. We can go over that when the series ends, but there's a lot of things going on inside that cadaver's body that were not synonymous with a 19-year-old non-smoking girl. So it's a lot of shit in that paperwork that didn't make sense. There's a couple things I can tell you didn't make sense. Hypothermia is freezing reduces swelling. That's on anything. If you hit your head on something, doctor tell you put some ice pack on it. You get a contusion, put an ice pack on it. You bump and hurt yourself, put an ice pack on it. It reduces swelling. So how in the fuck would Kenneka have edema, swelling on her brain, and she was just previously frozen? I don't think Kenneka's was not Kenneka. That wasn't Kenneka body. They said 159 was the size of the body. That girl was in 130 something. She had a fucking defected lung, missing a lobe. Kenneka didn't have no lung defect. She had carbon built up in her lungs. How she get carbon? Was it from the freezer? They said the freezer didn't work. Like it's too much about that autopsy. Exactly. It's too much about that autopsy that don't point to Kenneka. So
they said what if that was an old body sitting in there? They just had to get rid of. I told you they could be using it just to get rid of an old body.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know that could definitely be it. And we just never know because we don't know. Now, if I had to guess by looking at the real body of Kenneka, which I'm 100% certain that was her, in my professional opinion, I say it was her. And I'm looking at the body and how she's laying. If you guys watched the video that I dropped earlier with Fed on it, and in the end, Zach TV came in saying it's fucked up what they did to her. There was a drawing. There was the police. Y'all peep this. Y'all listen to this now. This is major. This is major for all the people that's been listening. The police officers drew a diagram of how her body was on whatever floor, whatever freezer, wherever the fuck she was. They drew a diagram of the girl's body, and they drew her on her back. Y'all hear me? It showed the bite on her left breast on the diagram. If they would have found her on her belly, they would have been drawing her on her fucking belly. They said they rolled her over just to get pictures of her. I told y'all a long time ago, based on that, the pooling of the blood being on her back, she was on her fucking back. I've been told y'all that. And I'm trying to tell y'all, now I got more ammo about how to back up the shit I've been screaming for the last year and a half that she was on her fucking back when they found her. And now let's talk cause of death. I would say asphyxiation, the way she grabbing at her fucking neck. The way they kept hiding her neck. They hit her neck. They kept hiding her neck.
So
she reaching for her neck.
Huh? So sis, exactly. Sis, yes, and trying to kick somebody off of her, right? So check this, sis. So check this. Don't we got somebody saying we didn't kill, we choked, I just choked her and lifted her soul?
Yes.
Don't we got somebody admitting to choking her?
He said, the lady said, did you kill that girl? He said, I lifted her soul when I choked her. He said, nah, he said, did you kill that girl?
Choking her.
Yes, he said, nah. He said, nah, I lifted her soul when I choked her. That's what he said. And I can play the video. So if we had to line that shit up, I would say I'm more inclined to believe that Kenneka would have died by asphyxiation. The real Kenneka would have died by asphyxiation. And based on the way her legs were kicking, the way her one leg was up and one leg was down, that would be like imagine if somebody came up on you, let's say you were sitting down on the floor, legs, legs and the hips and everything lined up, like when you sit on the floor with your back against the wall. And sometimes somebody come behind you and sneak you and get you from the behind, and they strangling you. Hold on.
Dang. What you said, I seen you said something that was very vital earlier, London. The dude that was in I don't believe she's still.
It's more candy over there to the right on the thing over there. It's candy over there. It's hard candy. That's her candy.
Oh, right here. But that's what his sister posted.
I got water
My
for
brother brought the streets out. Thank
that.
you, London Sky. That's very significant what you pointing out right there, London Sky.
Say it again,
But
guys.
that
I'm sorry. I stepped away. I apologize. What y'all talking about?
but that's what his sister posted. My brother brought the streets out. The fact that she can say my brother brought the streets out and he said to get goofy out west, let us know with those two facts that those two truths that the party out west was his party.
And it was lit.
That's enough for me right there. That's enough. I don't need what other people saying we need for proof. I just need what we need for proof. It's not based off of them. They're not the judge.
Right. So now that we here, now that we've gone through Zach's interview with the guys, and you now know who the puppet master is behind them pulling strings. Y'all, we now have finally disrobed that bitch. I know he passed on, but he did some foul shit before he left here. And I don't care what nobody say. He my first fucking suspect with what happened to Kenneka. Mainly because nobody wanted to talk about his ass. He was protected. They blamed that shit being Ty Rowland on that fucking video. Everybody rolled out with that shit, just automatically said it was Ty. Nobody ever questioned it. And I understand. I know why nobody didn't question it, because everybody saw Ty walking around the hotel with the girls looking for Kenneka, allegedly. So when the dude said, go door to door, flow to flow, look, you automatically think, oh, that's got to be Ty, because he's described the actions of a person that would have been walking with them. Well, guess what? Him and Ty joined at the motherfucking hip. They boys. They bros. I believe Ty came in to assist his fucking brother. I don't believe Ty had a bitch ass thing to do with Kenneka dying. Sorry. That's just my opinion. I'm putting that shit all on Thugger because this motherfucker was everywhere. Everywhere. And he was making sure nobody fucked up. He was walking this shit down. He at the party out west. He at the first interview. I don't know if he was at Irene's interview. I can't say that. But he at the Crown Plaza with Miranda in the lobby. He coming in the back door. He in the lobby with Teresa run out that bitch. He came back the next day. He in the casting room with the people when they was doing their little casting call. He every fucking where. Everywhere, y'all. This boy was everywhere. And before long, you know what he did? He got the fuck out of Chicago. He got in jail in September. He came up house arrest 30 days later, and he moved to Ohio like that November. Some shit like that. He was gone. He got the hell on fast.
Fast, they said
Yes.
TV. Everywhere,
Yeah.
nowhere, all at once.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And I
but
said
this
they
nigga
protected
wears
him.
water and everything. You can find this nigga everywhere. Wears water, bro. This
Y'all
nigga
got
is
a fucked up feeling.
everywhere.
I got a fucked up feeling. Faber might just be fucking Timothy Delaney.
Favor. So she owe him a favor.
I don't know what the hell going on. We ain't found Faber yet, but we damn sure found Waldo ass. We found him. I'm not saying it's true, y'all. I'm
We
just telling
can't
y'all
say
how this
that's
shit
true.
lining up.
Yeah. But that's how you thinking. Yeah. I can understand where you at.
Somebody
I
was asking her
understand.
questions about where the fuck you taking it. Where you dropped the body off at, bitch? Where did the body go? When you took it to the hotel, what happened? No, I ain't go yet. I'm taking it to park in front of her house because a donut on the car. Oh, you know, donut on the car. Yeah, anyway, we can't find Kenneka. That was a sign for being saying she got dropped. Yeah, that's cold for we dropped her body off. Y'all don't care what nobody say. This is where my heart leading me at. Now, am I just saying it to be saying it? Nah, I got shit to go with why I'm saying it. I got a reason to believe that because he was everywhere her body was. He was everywhere she was. Why would he not be deciding where the body gonna go? Seeing that he might have been the one that assaulted her. Now, can I say he assaulted her? If I was a betting woman, I would. You want some? You just got out of jail, dude. You just got out. What else y'all want? Kenneka was pretty as hell. Pretty as hell. I think she got violated out west, drove to the Marriott, left, and re-violated. And I think when Kenneth Tart them got their hands on her. And I think shortly after that, she passed away. That's what I think happened.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
And we got somebody saying that by the pool, he was when they ain't swimming in the pool. He said, we right here, but he said, well, we ain't swimming, we swimming in coochie. That's what he said they was doing. They swimming in twat right there. They ain't using the pool. They ain't getting in the pool. But they getting something right there.
Right. And I'm reading Goddess's text message with her remark, and she said that she think Rico could have played a part in it. I'm gonna tell you something. I looked at that. I don't think Rico had a part in that. I believe Rico got through in the mix with every other reason why they said that girl died. From her robbing him, from the witnessing the death. Like, everybody was trying to justify what happened to Kenneka and who could have played a part in what happened to her. And these theories was spinning like a spinning top, man. And I just don't think that. I have nothing to say Rico had nothing to do with Kenneka passing away. I don't think that. I think that shit fell on them dudes at that fucking party out west. Rico's a little dude. He's a little dude. I can't say that he had his girlfriend was Kenneka. He had a badass girl on his side, but I really can't see him setting her up to die for nothing. I don't think that. I don't have no evidence to support it any other way. So as for right now, I can't put Rico in there. Rico ass was locked up, and Rico was locked up. He was locked the fuck up. Everybody talking about he was out. No, he wasn't. Nobody got no proof that he was out. Nobody got that boy on that video. When that motherfucker came home, Mariah took her little skinny, funny looking ass on her page a couple days after Kenneka passed away and said, "My young bull is home," and she posted up hugging him and kissing on him. That boy had just come home, and Mariah wanted everybody to know that Rico was hers and he was home. Kenneka was out the motherfucking way, and she finally had Rico, and she posted that shit on her wall. If y'all don't believe me, go look it up because it's there. That's how I know he was locked up and when he got out. Because y'all know I'm not just telling y'all something and ain't looked into it. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying it ain't, but I'm saying it ain't. Because the boy was locked up. And I got proof when he came home because Mariah was very happy to claim his ass. And she did just that. But I look into it, though. I look into it. I look into anything to find out what happened to this baby, y'all. For the record. All right, so I'm getting ready to play Teresa lying ass again. Y'all should see her lying ass face. But hold on.
Go ahead, sis.
Yeah, wait, hold on. You have my car keys and her cell phone. I knew something wasn't right. Right. So, after that story, you obviously went to the hotel and began to search for your daughter. And the hotel at first wasn't as cooperative, correct? No, they wasn't. Okay. From when me speaking with their friends, when the hotel, the friends stated to me that they was looking for, because I asked them, to continuously look for it first. Right. And she said that they was making them leave. The hotel was, They
were going to kick him out.
Yes, they were going to kick him out that night.
And this was like about 4:00 in the morning?
Oh, before.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. They was going to kick him out if they leave and call the police on them to arrest them.
Now, why were they threatening to do that? Just because they were being too rowdy, making too much noise?
No, because they stated to me that they told them that my daughter was missing. They can't find her.
And they felt like that was reason to kick everybody out?
Yes, obviously. When was the friends that called you, when was their last time that they saw your daughter, Kenneka, alive? What's their last reaction and interaction with Kenneka? Well, they stated to me it was because I asked them how long she been missing, and they said it was 2 hours before they called me. I asked them why didn't they call me before. They said because one of the friends didn't want me to know that my daughter was missing. The one that left my house with Kenneka. Right. Now, but did they say how she broke from the group? Like, how did she break away from the group?
Right.
Okay, it was like two different stories. First, that day that she came up missing, they stated that they left her in the front lobby, which is on my 911 call.
Okay.
Because that's what they told me. Then later on that day, in the afternoon, headed towards the evening, they stated to me they left her upstairs by the room door. You know. So they changed where they saw her last? Yes.
But isn't there...
All right, I had to stop that. Does anybody remember on the 911 call what Teresa said, the girl said when they last seen Kenneka at? And it ain't no trivia. I just want y'all to just, and it's a rhetorical question. You ain't got to answer it. I want y'all to just play back in y'all head.
There you go.
Huh?
No, I was just speaking. Somebody was speaking.
Oh, okay. Play back in your head the 911 call, and can you recollect what Teresa said the girls were the last time they seen Kenneka? Because I'm getting ready to tell you what she said.
I thought they said on the 9th, on the 11th floor or something.
Nope.
No, that's what what's the name said they saw on the 11th floor. The person in
the not the
inside.
lobby. Not the lobby, not the lower level. Nope. That's not what she said. That bitch said they left her in front of the hotel.
Oh, yeah, I remember that part. I remember that one.
In front of the hotel.
Okay, I'm thinking about the person that when she came in and talked to her, said her daughter was upstairs.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So not talking about the girls.
Okay, go ahead. No, you're right.
She said they left him in
said.
front of the hotel. So let me tell y'all something. When she said that, I assumed it could have been the lobby in front of the hotel, meaning at the front of the hotel, meaning in the lobby, right? That would make sense, right? Couldn't you see in front of the hotel being the lobby? Y'all can you see that being the same thing? Because I could. But she didn't say that. She said in front of the hotel. Only person who was in front of the hotel was Bawballs. Bawballs came in their front door and went out in front of that hotel. But I don't know about no nigga being out there. So even though I wanted to say maybe she was referring to the lobby, that ain't what she said. She said in front of the hotel. So I said, now she's saying lobby. Now she's saying by the hotel door. Now, I'm going to tell y'all why I think eventually they ended up saying that it was on the ninth floor by the door. Because there was no cameras to show anything different. The lobby had cameras. The hotel front had cameras. The only place there was no camera was the ninth floor. So they settled in on the ninth floor because there wasn't a way to disprove it.
Thanks.
That's why.
Shit.
Man, come on now.
Shit, man.
Y'all already know.
Shit.
Y'all know I've been through this shit a million times in my head. I'm trying to get this girl out of this fucking freezer. Y'all know we're not playing over here. I know why they chose the ninth floor. Ain't no fucking camera on the ninth floor. That's why they chose the ninth floor. Because you ain't got it in the lobby. You ain't got it in the front. You ain't got it in the front. Teresa finna lie and say she... Let's go back to the thing. Let's just keep playing the thing.
Play that thing, girl.
Because I get pissed off. I get so pissed off. Hold on, y'all.
Point, if I recall correctly, when they released the videotapes, there was a point where she got out the elevator, but somebody was in the elevator. Am I recalling that wrong?
Those were, I think, the allegations of people saying that they were in the elevator. Because there's been so many conspiracy theories when it comes to what happened with your daughter, Kenneka.
So we didn't see anybody in the elevator with her?
No, not the videos. Not that I saw. Did you guys see anything different? No, we didn't see anything like that. No.
Okay.
Well, I had to make a brief pause, y'all. When the gentleman bust in and asked one of the very few questions he asked, he said it was somebody asking a question saying that when she got off the elevator, somebody was on the elevator with her. Did y'all see anybody in the elevator? Kendra G takes all the way over and says, no, not me. No, I didn't see. Did you see anything? No. She literally wouldn't even let Teresa answer the question about somebody else being on the elevator with Kenneka. Kendra, I understand you met up with Teresa and y'all discussed this interview, but you're really not letting Teresa talk right now. You really being weird with how you doing this. But I'm just watching her, y'all, so let's just keep it going. What's up, Samson? Yes, Samson just said something that everybody, I know y'all y'all remember that shit? There was a police report saying that she was observed on the 9th floor? Absolutely. I'm going to tell you who said that. Sergeant Rose said that. Sergeant Rose said she came in the rear entry of the hotel, met on the 9th floor with two of her friends. They went back in, and she went off just on her own. He got that in the statement. But guess what? That statement magically disappeared. It disappeared. We still got it. A lot of us still have it. But when they released the case file evidence, the shit disappeared. They ain't in there no more. But we still got it though. But you're right though, Sam.
What
You're
the
right.
hell? What the hell?
Yeah. And see what God has said. God has said. I remember that, which indicates it was operating cameras. Listen, the fucking affidavit that the Beam legal to Jeffrey Feiger them did said that she was observed on the 9th floor. They put that in the affidavit, and Teresa won the lawsuit. How would they have put that in there if they didn't see a camera of her being on the 9th floor? See, what I'm thinking, y'all, is they do got a video of somebody on the 9th floor, but it ain't Kenneka. They didn't let us see it because we knew it wasn't Kenneka. We would have known for sure that wasn't Kenneka, but they didn't release it to us. But I believe something did exist about the girl, and I don't believe it was Kenneka on the 9th floor. So I think the videos do exist about the 9th floor. It just wasn't Kenneka. They couldn't let us see it because it wasn't her, and we would have been able to tell. That's what I think. I could be wrong, y'all, but it would answer that question about the 9th floor being able to see her, but us never being able to see it. So all of a sudden, ain't no fucking cameras up there. It's too much, y'all. It's too much.
Sis, you right, left corner pocket. You know what I mean? Right there, sis. So, and that's what I'm saying. Because once we figure this out and tell this story, then we can find out the people they smuggled, the murders they smuggled, the people that died within that time frame that they smuggled under Kenneka's name.
Yep. And look at what Samson just said. He said the 9th floor cameras don't exist. The footage don't exist the same way her being at the fucking lobby at 3:30 never existed. You damn right, Samson. You get a prize, Samson. You damn right. There ain't no footage of Kenneka being in no motherfucking lobby at no 3 nothing.
Exactly.
The closest thing we got to somebody being in the lobby with a jean outfit
and
on.
Teresa and Andrew Holmes said it too.
Yes, and guess what? She getting ready to say it on this interview. I love this. Y'all really ain't fucking around. Y'all really ain't fucking around. Y'all really not playing. Y'all really own this shit. Do y'all see
if
how?
you gonna tell the story, right?
Yes. Y'all now. Do everybody see how y'all wheels is spinning? Are y'all gears grinding and shit ticking and clicking in y'all? Now all this shit slowly falling into fucking place. Cause it is for me. I'm over this bitch ready to dance a little bit. Y'all, I'm over here so energized because everybody remembering every fucking thing right now. Everybody coming in like, God is talking about, well, you sure it wasn't tax-free? It might have been RICO. Somebody said, the cameras had to be working. They said it was working. They said the lobby camera was working. Teresa said it. Andrew Holmes said it. Y'all on y'all shit. Y'all know I know all this shit too. And this is the reason, this is how the rationale came. Everything that y'all are saying, I said it too. I played it back in my head. That's how I know. That's how I know they lying.
Exactly, sis.
They lying. Andrew Holmes saw some footage, y'all. He did, but it wasn't Kenneka. He saw footage of a girl in a fucking jean outfit. It wasn't Kenneka. This man is telling. He said she walked in went to the lobby, went to the elevator. I don't know if she pressed the button up or down, but the elevator went down. She went down, something cost some stuff. Then he said, then he fucked up, y'all. Because when he said he went into this is what he said, y'all. I gotta give y'all a little bit to make y'all laugh. When he got to the freezer section, he say, in the basement. There you go, baby. There you go. Wait a minute. And look, they said, TV said, this is how we do it for real. But check out this shit. Andrew Holmes said the dumbest shit ever came out his little raggedy ass mouth. He gonna say, it's a freezer within a freezer. And when you walk in the first freezer, you step in, and right when you look to the right, that's the other door, and you open it. I say, bitch, I got you. Bitch, I got you. No, that's not how that freezer built. In that fucked up fake ass kitchen, when you step in the freezer, you look to the left, and there's a door. And that's where the hell they said she was. The freezer he talking about is on the lower level. And I know where that freezer is. So what I'm believing is they didn't find that girl on the lobby level at all. They found her on the lower level. They definitely found her on the lower level. This is a fact. And he fucked up and said, step in the freezer and look to the right, and it's another door. No, baby, it was not another right. It's to the left, and it matters. It matters because it was more than one freezer. And it matters more than that because it wasn't Kenneka in that motherfucker no way. But we're going to get to it.
Yep. Whoever this girl that was trying to get her way back up out of a situation, though. You know what I mean? We want to help that girl.
Look, Nubian talked about Eugenia Walker's and Jalen Ford shit. We're gonna touch on that. Nubian got this. We're gonna definitely touch on that. And then Samson said, like, she was going door to door trying to open doors. And he said she opened one door and she opened another door. She opened a bunch of doors trying to find what bunch of doors, Andrew? What door she opened up? She pushed open a door. She pushed open one fucking door that we know of, that we seen. That was the lower level men's bathroom door. What door did she open? She didn't open shit. When they say you opening something, you pulling the fucking door to you. When you push that motherfucker open, you push it open. It's a difference. He even used his hand and pulled it to him and said she was opening doors. He used his hand, y'all. I'm watching everything.
This man here. Ooh. Hey, but you know he already fried. He already fried in the wasn't it? So all the time he was over in Chicago at the position they had him in over the Kenneka case, he was not in the jurisdiction of being there. So somebody placed him there as a puppet to do what they was doing already. Because it already came out in the court. I watched the court thing when he was in there, and they got him on another case, not concerning Kenneka.
The city of
concerning his concerning his jurisdiction. At the position he was in, he was not staying in the place that he could stay to be that position he was holding. So whoever put him in that position, everything.
He's a double agent.
Set the purpose. Yeah, somebody set the purpose.
I got something for that old bastard. When I put this together on Andrew Holmes, if y'all think Dalton Township got his ass shaking, oh baby, he dirty as hell. And I plan on burying that motherfucker. I really do. Cause it ain't the first time he done this shit. I've been on his ass for a minute.
Anything that he's been on, I'm telling you, sis, anything that he's been over, that he was put over the whole time, any case that he was helping on, he was doing something crooked in every one of them because he was never supposed to be there. And he knew it already. Somebody put you there as a plant.
I'm sorry, I had to step away. So check this out, y'all. And this we ain't gonna veer too far, but I gotta say this real fast. Do y'all remember what Andrew Holmes had on when he first approached Teresa on Sunday morning, September the 10th, in that fucking in the lobby of Crown Plaza? In the parking lot. Y'all know what he had on? You ain't gotta guess it. I'm gonna tell you. I'm just asking a question. The motherfucker came up to her with an all black polo on with a sheriff crest on his fucking shirt. And he told that lady he was with Rosemont Police. She said it. He got on a all black polo with a gold sheriff's crest on his fucking shirt and told her he was with Rosemont PD.
This dude playing all kinds of positions.
Well, I don't believe that bitch on that. Because I'm going to tell you why I don't believe her on that. He might have did come like that, but bitch, you knew who he was. Andrew Holmes is an activist. He be on everybody's TV, on everybody's case, because he a double agent. He side with the police and deceive black people. And what the fuck he do? He a double agent. Teresa, you mean to tell me you never knew who Andrew Holmes was? Girl, shut up. You knew who the fuck he was. You playing like you didn't know who he was. You knew who he was, Teresa. It's almost impossible for you to not to know Andrew Holmes and Jedediah Brown. I'm way in Atlanta and I knew who the fuck they were. Jedediah, well, I ain't gonna say crazy. Jedediah has a real strange past. He did some shit at a Trump rally, y'all. I'm talking about Jedediah. I fuck with Jedediah though, y'all. I really do. But let's stay on track because I fuck around and slide off on him, girl. Me and old time I got an axe to grind with his whole ass because he helped Teresa bury this motherfucking girl. They both together. They collectively together conspired with the hotel, in my opinion. And I can never forget how he said he told Teresa the hotel losing money in the protest. give you the gall, the audacity to say that. That's bullshit. But let me go ahead and play the video.
But again, so many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there. So now, okay, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer? Well, once I arrived, they finally found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel, begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department. So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours?
Listen.
Yes, it was like 36 hours.
You bitch. You bitch. Did y'all hear that? She said so it was like 36 hours. And she said 36 hours. Give or take. I'm going to play it again for y'all. Nah. Woo, this a lot. Hold on.
So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours? Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why, if somebody says that.
Okay, let's talk about them 36 hours. Now, we're going to go from the initial story. From 11:30 p.m. on Friday to 11:30 p.m. on Saturday to 12:30 is 25 hours and 30 minutes. That is 11 hours shy of 36 hours. How do you want us to calculate this, ma'am? You want us to add 11 hours to 12 o'clock? Or you want us to take 11 hours from the 11:30 you said she went missing and subtract them hours over there? Are you talking about 36 hours since you last seen your daughter? Or 36 hours since you made the police report? Which 36 you want me to go by, bitch? Because I don't know what you want me to do at this point. Because whatever you tell me, you fucked up. Whatever number you give me, whatever you say, you ain't gonna never make it make sense for me. Because I already calculated this bitch front and back, and it ain't no 36. That girl missed for 25 hours. That's what everybody said. Because it was 11:30 to them finding her at 12:30 the following day. I'm going to tell y'all how the 36 hours went. Would you like to know the 36 hours? How they calculated it? What did Pease and Timothy Delaney tell you they got that call? Anybody remember that from the last installment? What time did the guys say they got the call regarding Kenneka being found? Does anybody remember? And you can answer this question, y'all. This ain't even a question I'm playing with. I mean, I really want somebody to tell me. What? Not you, bro. Anybody other than Fred. What time did Pease and Thugger 30 tell the TV that they got the call that they found Kenneka dead in the freezer? Does anybody know? Please, somebody tell me. Saturday. What time on Saturday?
What time though?
Midday. Now, I'm going to ask y'all to do old Slay a favor. I want y'all to go from 11:30 on Thursday to midday on Saturday and tell me how many hours you think that's going to be. Do that math for old Slay. Do that math for me. So we're going to go 11:30 Thursday p.m. to 11:30 Friday p.m. is 24 hours. There you go. God has got 20. I don't even know exactly how close it is to 20. I don't know how close it is, but come with some more numbers. Let me make sure I got my numbers down correct. Make sure I'm giving y'all the right shit. Hold on. All right. So if she left the crib at 11:30 on Thursday, that's p.m. 11:30 on Friday, that's p.m. That's 24 hours. Now, if you go 11:30 p.m. Hold on, y'all. 11:30 p.m. a.m. the next morning, that's 36 hours. 12 o'clock is 37 hours. So you should have 37 hours. Everybody catch that, right? If she left the crib at 11:30 p.m. on Thursday, 11:30 p.m. on Friday would make 24 hours, and 11:30 a.m., which is 12 hours later, would make 36 hours. He said midday. That's 36 to 37 hours. 12 o'clock p.m. would be 37 hours after she left the fucking crib on Thursday at 11:30. Who think I'm making this shit up now? Check my math. Somebody check my math. Make sure I ain't fucking up. Make sure I'm not misleading y'all or telling y'all anything. Please check the math on that. Am I right about it? I know I'm right about it. It's easy math. 37 hours. When Teresa said 36 hours, this is what she's referring to. They found that girl midday on Saturday, 37 hours after she initially went missing. And they only saying, yeah, so no, Dr. Oz said that, Nubian Goddess. Dr. Oz said 20 hours later was when they was in the hotel looking for Kenneka, and nobody knew that she was missing yet. See, remember, they told us 25 hours in the beginning. They said 25 hours when they found her, 25 hours later. She on here saying 36 hours. We don't even know what that's 36 hours of footage came from. That's why that shit was 36 hours of footage. But when I calculated my time and I went back, I said, I be damned. I said, Custom, we right. And Custom didn't even calculate his hours how I calculate mine. He went backward. He still got 36 hours. And we said, how in the fuck are we both right? I don't fucking know. But I do know if you leave the house at 11:30 on Thursday p.m. and you surface 12 midday on 11:30 the following day, not the a.m. 36 hours later will be 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, which is right around the midday time that baby boy and Thugger 30 said. That's 36 hours. Y'all got to 36? So y'all go tell it on the mountain, over the hills, and every fucking where that we got the 36 hours. They can borrow our timeline. They can literally borrow this timeline and run with it. Figure this out, because this is the timeline. This is the 36 hours this lady's talking about. She just gave y'all 36 hours. We got 36 hours of footage. Nobody knew what the fuck this was, right? Now you know. Now you know. Now we're gonna proceed. Let's hear her lie one more time before we proceed. Let's let the bitch lie one more time. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm calling her out her name because this lady could have left me the fuck alone. She could have left her deceased daughter to her damn self, like she said. I could have just didn't share my story with the world. I could have kept it to myself. Well, you should have kept it to yourself, Teresa. You should have kept it to yourself about your daughter, because you got everybody pulled in on your daughter's death. We feeling sorry for you and your loss. You could have kept this whole story to your damn self and not included the fucking world, but y'all did. And now we in your business.
Daughter's missing in their hotel. Why wouldn't they be willing to help?
Hold on.
They give you
I went a bit too far. Hold on, y'all.
Reason as to we're
It's jumping, y'all. Hold on.
Not concerned. She'll just show up.
Many conspiracy theories were being thrown out there. So now, okay, so you're at the hotel, you find her. So when do they actually, from when you get to the hotel, when does the hotel finally find your daughter in the freezer? Well, once I arrive, they found her after the third time of us coming in, me and my family coming up to the hotel, begging for help from the hotel, pleading with them, and also Rosemont Police Department. So it was like hours. Like, was it like 36 hours? Yes, it was like 36 hours.
I have a question about why, if somebody...
Boom! For unfed. Boom!
Says that their daughter is missing in their hotel, why wouldn't they be willing to help? Did they give you a reason as to, we're not concerned, she'll just show up, she's probably okay, and they just blew it off? Did they have a reason for why they're not willing to help at that point?
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter. Oh, it's a police matter.
And the police probably said a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
She's lying again, guys. She's telling another bald head lie. Now she's saying, the guy said, so what they told you, you had to be missing for 48 hours. She said 24. She's lying. The 911 operator told her, you can file a report at any time. She volunteered to wait 24 hours. I will replay that fucking call because, lady, you're lying. Now you sitting your bald head ass on this radio station telling these people they told you had to wait 24 hours. That's a fucking lie, Teresa, and you know it because the man said you could file a report at any time. Okay, well, will y'all be able to get the cameras? Okay, I'm gonna give it 24 hours. I'm gonna give it 24 hours. She said it like 3 times, y'all. She volunteered that way, not the police. Let me roll it back one more time. Listen to her tell this damn lie.
Well, they stated to me that, basically it wasn't their concern, the hotel, Crown Plaza, and manager at the time. That's a police matter. Oh, it's a police matter.
And the police probably said a person has to be missing for 48 hours in order for you to file an official report.
24 hours.
24 hours. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, it's more than 2 hours.
Yes.
Okay.
So when did they finally go look through the tapes to realize, okay, she really was at this hotel? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, how did they discover her in the freezer? Okay, when my daughter went up there. Your other daughter? Yes, my other daughter, Lenore. Okay. When she went up to the hotel.
Did y'all hear that? When my other daughter went up there, my other daughter, Lenora, she didn't look at her. She didn't point to her. He just said Lenora, as if Lenora not standing there, sitting there. Either she did that because she told Lenora not to speak, or her and Kendra G practiced this shit before it came on the air. Y'all take y'all pick. It don't matter which one y'all pick to me.
I can't, after me returning back home, she headed out the door as I was coming in, her and 2 of her friends. And when they got up to the hotel, they asked, the person at the front desk if they can.
And let me clear this up too. Let me clear the air, because I feel like clearing a lot of the air tonight. We're going to stop a couple of these bullshit ass lies. So whoever think that Leonora and Teresa was living in separate houses, y'all crazy as fuck. They lived in the same house. I need y'all to hear what she just said. She said, when I went to go look for my daughter and I came back from the hotel, I was walking in and my daughter was walking out. Now let me ask y'all the question. What are the chances that Leonora heard her sister was missing and drove to her mother's house instead of driving to the hotel to look for her sister? I'll do you one better. Why wouldn't Leonora be the one to go to the hotel to look for Kenneka instead of sending her sick mother, heavily medicated, ill mother, to the hotel? I'm going to tell you why. Teresa was doing a whole lot of moving around without Leonora's knowledge. Let's just start there. Teresa knew way more than Leonora knew about what's going on with Kenneka. And she knew before Leonora knew. When Leonora found out, she got to cutting up and she went up there to the Marriott to look for her fucking sister. And she was raising hell up there. That's when Park Ridge police came and asked them, what is y'all's problem? And they said, our sister was up here and we cannot find her. Well, you're going to have to file a police report on this. And Leonora did. She filed one that Friday. And I've got the evidence that shows you that Teresa's referring to 2 police reports. She even going to say it in this fucking interview. She's going to say the first missing person report that she did. The first missing person report she did. Why would you say first? How many did she do? Now, we got people that'll say, well, remember when they said Leonora didn't sign that paper? Mix me with that shit. I'm going to clear that up for y'all tonight, too. We're going to clear up all this bullshit. Number 1, Leonora and Teresa lived at the same motherfucking spot. This is a fact. Number 2, it was 2 police precincts involved in this fuckery. Park Ridge Police, which is the Marriott's police officer, and Crown Plaza Police Department, which is where, Crown Plaza, it should be called Crown Plaza. Rosemont Police Department was involved. Park Ridge Police put the missing person report together first for her. That's why you can hear the 911 calls He's asking the guy, did they do it? Or did we do it? Did they do it or did we do it? They said it was a missing person report done. Did we put it in or did they put it in? Who is he referring to as they, y'all? Another police precinct. But let's just keep it going. We're going to get on that, y'all. We're going to cover all of that.
Look on the cameras and see once again, if they see, if Kenneka was there. Right. And they stated to her also as well that it was a police matter. So she calls 911 as well. And the police suggested that and told her that he couldn't leave and come up to the hotel to meet her. She would have to come down to the police station.
Now, did anyone ever hear this 911 call that Leonora made to Rosemont PD telling them that she was at Crown Plaza wanting to do a police report and the police told her, you got to come down here because I can't come down and take the report? Is this fucking call in the 911 lineup? Because it's not. Because it ain't. Because this fucking call never happened. They making this part up. I'm going to tell y'all what Leonora did. Leonora made a police report at Park Ridge Police on 9/8/2017, September the 8th, that Friday, after they went to Marriott and almost got locked the fuck up by the police that came to arrest them. She made a report on September the 8th. When they got the call, because they got a call saying that Kenneka was at Crown Plaza with a security guard. Come through, they said, TV. Come through with what I'm saying. Say this in this comment section. I know you know this. Nubian Goddess, I need you to rally up. I need you to listen to what I'm telling to y'all because y'all some people that's been on this shit before. A lot of us was. Now, I was on it. I was just in the bushes. Didn't give a fuck. I wasn't trying to say nothing. But in the beginning of this case, there was a rumor stating that Kenneka had gone to Crown Plaza with a security guard and had been in a room at Crown Plaza with a security guard. That was the story. Do y'all remember that? Does anybody remember that saying when that happened? And if you don't, that's perfectly fine. I can jog your memory. When they got that call that Kenneka was at the Crown Plaza, Leonora went straight to the Crown Plaza to look for her fucking sister. When they told her you need a police report, she told them, I already got a police report. They tell her, no, you're in Rosemont, baby. You did one in Park Ridge District. You're in Rosemont. This is a whole different place. Although it's very close, Leonora. Very, very close, baby. You're actually in another precinct's jurisdiction right now. So you got to go to Crown Plaza to make this report. So off she goes for the second fucking time to report her sister missing. Boom. I done said it. I done put it out. Now I'm going to show y'all the evidence. She did it twice. She did it at Marriott, and then she got the call from one of them guys saying Kenneka at the Crown with some dude, and they went to that motherfucking hotel, and they posted up, and they was not leaving. Leonora thought Kenneka was okay, and so did Teresa. That's why I keep telling y'all, Teresa did not know her daughter was dead. She didn't know. That's why when they called her in that room and told her, we found your daughter, she dead, she bolted out of there like a bolt of lightning. The plan for Teresa was to sue the Marriott about whatever happened to Kenneka. They had no part where they trying to kill this girl. I don't believe Teresa tried to kill this girl worth a fuck. I do not mess with Teresa, but I don't think she did that shit. I think she slick was trying to sue a hotel and come up on some bread. I really feel like that. Now, I could be wrong, but the way I'm putting this together, how they told us, y'all, I'm not adding nothing together. They said that girl was at the hotel with somebody. I believe they really believe that. That's why you ever notice how they went to the hotel, they never would leave. They just posted up and would never leave. Never searched no place. Just always at Crown Plaza. Never left. Everybody up there posted up, waiting to find out what's going on with Kenneka. Tell me it's a struggle outside. It's a struggle on the 11th floor. She in there with somebody. Because somebody was fucking with telling Leonora, oh, she up there with somebody. They drugged her up. That she pretty bad, but she's still alive. So they think, okay, we're going to find her, but she's still alive. No, she was not alive. She was dead. But when they showed Teresa the body, that wasn't Kenneka. But let's just keep rolling. My intention is to prove to y'all that it was 2 police reports done with 2 different precincts, and I got the evidence to prove it. Now I'm going to show y'all that shit. We're going to keep rolling.
Once she came, got to the police station and made the report, the missing person report, the only reason that Crown Plaza Police Department came back up to the hotel, not because of my daughter was missing, not because of the missing person report, was because Lenore forgot to put her signature on the missing person report.
Now I gotta stop it again. Did y'all hear what she said? She said Leonore went up there, asked them, can they come up there and get her, take her report? They told her, no, you got to come down here. She go down to the police department. She makes a report. She goes back and they call her to tell her, hey, you forgot to sign the report. Now, let me explain something to y'all about this report. We got a copy of the report. And let me explain to y'all what the report said. The report said, involuntary missing person. Missing person's name, line for Kenneka Jenkins. The first thing that it asked Leonore was for her fucking signature. Listen to what I'm telling y'all. The paper says missing person. It said Kenneka Jenkins. The first thing it asked Leonore for was her fucking signature. I'm going to say that one more time so y'all can get what the fuck I'm saying. The very first line that she had to sign on the paper was the signature line. What is the likelihood of her jumping over the signature line to put her name in print and her phone number and her address and negating to sign her signature? The signature line is not on the bottom, it's at the very top. The first thing they ask her to do. And she simply jumps over it to put out the information and straight forget to sign this shit. Y'all, what's the chances of that? Now, if you would have told me the signature line was at the bottom and she didn't see it, fine. But it's the first thing they asked her to do was to sign the paper, and she didn't do it. Let me tell y'all something. I think Leonore did sign that paper. And let me tell y'all why I think she signed it. In the case files, this is me being psycho. In the case files, every letterhead, y'all listen to what I'm telling y'all. This is real shit. In the case file, every Rosemont PD letterhead has a red rose on it. It's official Rosemont letterhead paper. Every piece of Rosemont letterhead paper in the case file has a red rose. There is only one piece of paper that does not have the red rose. It's a black and white rose. And y'all want to take a wild guess on what that document is? It's Leonore's missing person report for Kenneka. So let me tell you what I think they did. I think they took the original letterhead in red, whited out her fucking signature, and told her she had to re-sign that shit. Because, hold on. Ma, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Mom? What are you doing? I'm calling. What are you doing? You gotta sit down. Why did you call me? Are you tipsy? No. Why did you call me and doing stuff like that? My aunt, listen. I'm in the bathroom doing a live. I heard something wrong. Mama was over here. Hold on, guys. Guys, y'all, if y'all can chop it up in the comment section, can y'all please do that real fast? I gotta stop just for 1 second for a brief break. Y'all please hold on. Just give me 1 second. I apologize. Give me a hot 2 minutes, y'all. Coming right back. All right, y'all. I apologize. I don't know where Fred went. I had a situation I had to take care of. I got people to my house this weekend and taking care of family. And I'm in this bathroom, posted up in here. Y'all, just so y'all know, the whole time I've been doing this, I've been standing on my feet. I'm standing up. I'm not where I normally am. But I'm trying to get this content out because it's very important that y'all get this, and I care about what we talking about. Okay. All right. Let me see what y'all saying. So y'all said, remember, security was in the party smoking with them, but not with him. But okay, right. They knew. London said, set up. Gwen said, I'm here. My grand's asleep, and that's what's up, baby. What's up, sweetheart? That's my sweetheart. Gwen is my baby. And then Nubian said, anybody think Kenneka was alive or deceased in that pic in the car? London said, hit the like button. Slay dropping gems. Thank you, boo. Goddess said, no judgment or wrong answers. Right. So she's asking you guys, who do y'all think Kenneka was alive or dead in that car? In that picture where she was Sharita Garrett and she looking with them glasses on. I got something to say about that. But I'm gonna let y'all think about that. Y'all conversation with that. I want y'all to talk about that because that's gonna come up too. And one thing about y'all over here, and this ain't me trying to fluff y'all or no shit. I'm not trying to fluff y'all at all. To be over here on this channel, your mind got to think a little bit differently because a lot of stuff that we're speaking about, it appears to be abstract to people that just don't know what's going on. You'll think, where did they get that from? It just seems like we're coming up with it and it's not a method to what we're doing. But it's a method to all of this. There's a pattern to what we're talking about. We're not just putting shit out there. This stuff has a pattern, a rhythm to it. Because that's how I learn. I learn with rhythms. I learn, that comes natural to me. That's what my shit is. I learn with rhythm. Everything's a beat for me. If I needed to remember something, I made a song out of it. Because I remember songs, a cadence or something. So when I'm trying to figure something out, I figure out a pattern to it. And if I can find a pattern, I can know what's going to happen next. So it's not abstract at all to me, but to the person that's looking in on what we're talking about, they're like, you're talking about a party out west that never happened. And what party out west? And where y'all getting this from? And why are y'all saying this? And it's so weird. And these people really feel like this. I don't think that everyone is clueless. I think some people kind of know that we're right, but I don't think everybody overall understands what we're saying over here. And this just ain't for everybody. I know for a fact that how I am as a woman, a mother, my style ain't like everybody's style. Everybody's not going to get where I'm coming from. And I get that. No matter how hard I try to reach people to teach it, it's just ain't going to resonate with everybody. And everybody ain't finna like my ass. And everybody just ain't going to do it. And I've come to terms with that. I'm good on that. So I don't have any problem with anybody not liking what I'm saying or not agreeing with me. I'm good on anyone that doesn't agree with me. But if this is a debate or we're trying to figure something out, what is the reason for stoning someone? You ain't never heard me get on this bitch and say, this person dead wrong about what they're saying and they're wrong about this. I wouldn't do that because it doesn't matter what anyone is thinking. How my mind works is totally different from somebody else's mind. It doesn't make anybody right or wrong. I'm telling the truth. It's not a right or wrong to this. This is the fucking truth. And this is how it goes together. Do anybody think that this is fake or this shit is being pieced together? And then I'm hearing that they're saying that I'm some sinister, manipulative person. I'm very manipulative. I'm very extremely bright, and I'm manipulating everybody. I'm just manipulating people. Y'all coming in the comments with shit that I ain't even telling y'all. Y'all coming in with shit that y'all remember before y'all ever knew Slay. Y'all coming in what the fuck y'all was told. So I guess I was manipulating y'all a long time ago before I met y'all. See, I got so much authority and so much power and influence. I infiltrated your mind before I ever met you. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is what I'm doing over here. That's some sad, disheartening shit, y'all. But I cannot let these bitches get me off focus. I'm not going to make me lose focus. This case lacked focus. It lacked strategy. It had no meaning. It was all over the place. Nothing ever made sense. You chasing motherfucking shadows. We don't know what's going on. That shit stops. It stopped over here. It's over with. We know where the fuck the party was at, which is why we keep calling it. I keep saying, where the party at? Where the party at? I keep doing that shit. I'm keep asking that question, where the party at? I want y'all to keep seeing that shit to realize the party was not at Crown Plaza, y'all. Period. And we're going to push through this series. We're going to come out on the other side. And anybody that wants to know the truth will know the truth. But if you don't want to know, stay where you at. And I don't have a problem with that. I'm just trying to, I want to be at peace. I want to be at peace. I want to know that I did all I could for this baby. And I know everybody in this comment section feeling the same way. And I know y'all got my back. And it ain't about me. It's about Kenneka. It's about Kenneka. I'm this influential, manipulative ass person. What the fuck am I getting from y'all? Is anybody sending me any cash apps or super stickers? Have I solicited anything from anyone? If I asked anybody for some fucking money? Have I had you up at night asking you to pray for somebody or do something for me? Or have I asked anybody for any fucking thing thus far? No, nobody can say I have. No one can because I haven't done it. So what is my stake in this fucking game? These sick fucks, either they're incapable or they're sinister. Take your pick. But them bitches fall in one of them categories. You're incapable of understanding or you're fucked up. But they all belong in one of those groups. And I'm going to play my motherfucking footage. That's what I'm going to do. Fuck them all. I said that.
Paper.
Right.
So
this is the Rosemont Police.
Yes, the Rosemont Police Department. Mm-hmm. So once he got there, and he had called and asked her where was she. She stated that she's back up at the hotel. She's telling the person at the front desk at the hotel that now she has a missing person report number. She stated, could they look at the cameras? And they still deny her. To see if her sister was missing. She asked the Rosemont police officer, if he can give her a copy of the police report. He stated to her, it'll take all day. He can't give her a copy, so she asked him, could she have the number to the missing person report. So upon his arrival, Lenore asked him, could you please look at the cameras, the security cameras, to see if they see Kenneka. Right. And he finally agreed he would. He went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about.
Yes, right the officer that made out the missing person report. Okay. Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report,
Did y'all hear her? Did y'all catch her? Did you get it? Did y'all get it? Listen closely, please. This is important. She just said it. Oh, you bitch. You must thought I would. She done met her match, y'all. This little lady right here, and I ain't her match. And I really ain't got it out for her, but I got it out for anybody who fucked over Kenneka. So if you in that group, it's your ass. But listen to what she said. She just gave y'all a piece of what I'm trying to explain to y'all. She's talking about There you go, Samson. My man. Hey, you already know they said TV. You already know how we rocking. 2 fucking peas in a fucking pod. Listen. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Y'all maybe want to do some ballet in this bitch. Yes. She fucking said it. I'm about to play it again. I'm gonna play this bitch. I'm gonna do a short on this bitch.
Okay. Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report, that he's...
Listen, lady. I don't think you killed your daughter. You are okay on that part. You're okay on that part. I just think you plenty fucked up, was on a paper chase, and I just think somebody snuck your ass. You slick. You a city slicker, but somebody slicked your ass a little bit better. But in the end, you walked away with your bread, though. So I ain't gonna say she got the last laugh, but I got something to say, though. I got something to say about all this shit. Because she finna say they stated that they didn't see her. But oh, wait a minute. Oh, you got me fucked up, because guess what? On the 911 call between the 2 police officers, he said that at 1:06 or 1:12, when they ran the report, they had a photo of Kenneka coming in the southwest entry of the building and gave a description of her fucking attire. And they did the report at 1. So how in the fuck do you have a picture of Kenneka coming in the back of the hotel at 1 and y'all acting like y'all ain't seen her yet at 6 and 7 and 8? Somebody answer me. How in the fuck Did y'all have a picture of Kenneka to attach to the police report? Because they said it in the 911 call. Oh, we got a picture of her. She's coming in the back entry of the hotel. The footage, a picture on the footage. She got on a jean jacket, ripped jean pants. They even said white fingernails. Come on, man. Y'all had the picture according to the report. The report is fucked up because she was already missing. So what I'm telling y'all right now is you didn't have a picture of Kenneka. They had a picture of the bitch that came in with Monifa, Maya, and Bree. It wasn't Kenneka, but they had it. So you can't say you don't know how she came in this bitch because y'all had the picture at one when y'all did the fucking report. Now y'all keep listening. Because they got your girl fucked up because they ain't finna play with me. Play with your mammy, but you're not finna play with me.
Went into the security office, from my understanding.
And this is the officer that we're talking about.
Yes, right the officer that made out the missing person report.
Okay.
Lenore stated to me that he went in there like 5 minutes, came back out, and stated that on the first missing person report, that he searched front and back, and he did not see Kenneka entering or exiting the building. So that means she wasn't there, according to them. According to them, she wasn't there. Okay. So who found Kenneka in the freezer? And did they find her just by accident, or did they find her because they were looking at the video?
I gotta stop this, y'all, to read the comment. Gwen said on the first missing person report, help me understand. There was two police precincts involved, Park Ridge and Rosemont. Park Ridge was the first police department. Rosemont came into play when they thought Kenneka's body had got moved to Crown Plaza. Okay. Goddess said, how much detail to see white nails? How y'all see that much detail with this grainy ass footage? Right. How y'all see her nails? If y'all using the same footage that we were using to look at Kenneka on the footage. Come in. Hold a second, guys. Come in. All right, have a good night. y'all. Hold on. Woo. All right, guys. I'm so sorry. I apologize to y'all. I had to do some moving around. Now I'm able to take this operation back into my bedroom. So y'all give me 1 minute. And I'll be set up how I normally am, and the audio should be a little bit better. And we'll be right back in business. If anybody wants to come on the panel, look like bruh fell off. Anybody want to come up here? They can definitely come up if y'all want to. If nobody wants to come up, that's perfectly fine.
Because he becomes an orphan when you go to prison as an accessory. You got no parents. So he ends up state raised and foster home.
I'm finally able to sit. I've been standing the whole time. I ain't complaining. I don't mind. I do just about anything for this little girl till this shit be over with, y'all. All right. So, My World Podcast. Hey, baby. Anybody want to come up? My World, I can shoot you the link if you want to come up. Nubian Goddess, you want to come up? Anybody in the chat want to come up? Anybody that want to come up here, I can shoot you the link. Hey, T Breezy. I didn't see you, baby. Hey, T Breezy. I think when KJ said she wanted new friends, she was talking about a new life away from the streets. I heard that shit. All right. So if anybody wants to come up, just let me know you want to come up, and I can email you the link. Because I don't know how to put it. Hold on. Let me try to put it in the comment section. Hold on. Top chat. I don't know how to put it in the comment section, guys. Okay. So let's go ahead and do me a favor. One of you guys, one of the mods, please. When I start the thingy, when I start the audio, can y'all please let me know if the audio is okay? Because I'm now in my bedroom and I'm not in where I was. So make sure the audio is okay. Make sure you guys can hear it. So somebody please tell me. All right, here we go. Starting it again. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go to 8. Okay, let's go.
Yes. Okay, well, when we was there, the Rosemont Police Department stated that they're the ones that found Kenneka. But with me looking at the news and reading in the newspapers, an employee found her. So that's a good question. I really wouldn't.
So you don't know who? You're not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Right.
But you actually, they
Thank
brought
you.
you to
Thank
see
you.
Kenneka while she was in the freezer. After being denied at first, because I asked them, and I went online on Facebook because I needed help. I was looking for help, and I started timing myself basically to let them know just in case if something like this.
Did you guys hear what she said? She said I was denied. Denied what, Teresa? We heard the 911 call, ma'am. The gentleman didn't deny you. He asked you what you wanted to do and told you could do a police report at any time. And you told him, well, I would give it 24 hours. And should I go to my precinct or should I come back here? And that's what I'll do. I'll give it 24 hours. So who denied you anything, Teresa? Because after you did that initial phone call, you went home. You and Leonora clearly didn't speak because you said that you went in and she went out. And the police officer just told you that you need a police report to get the video surveillance viewed. And she goes straight to the Crown Plaza without doing the police report. And then they tell her you need a police report. And then she goes down to the precinct to do the police report. See, none of that shit made sense to me. I was like, why didn't Teresa just tell Leonora you need a police report? Go to the police department first. They're not going to help you because they told me they couldn't help me. Like, wouldn't that make sense for her to tell it to her daughter? But then I thought about it. Leonora had already made a report with Park Ridge Police Department. That was the first missing report that was done on Friday. See, this is how this shit all went down. I'm telling y'all how this went down. She made a report at Park Ridge on September the 8th. They got the call Kenneka had been moved to Crown Plaza, and in the hotel room, come in. Okay, y'all, I'm sorry. It's my son's birthday tomorrow, and we started this tradition in my family where I started it, where on the eve of your birthday, right before your birthday comes, we go buy $100 worth of lottery tickets. We do 100 on lottery tickets, and then we get the tickets and we do what's called a scratch party. So we all get coins, and we gather into my room right at the strike of midnight when the birthday comes in. We sing, we take shots because my kids are grown, and we do scratch party, and all the proceeds to whoever scratches it, you're just scratching it for fun because all the money goes to the birthday person. And every time we do it, somebody hit big. So we setting that up right now tonight. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. So that's why I keep pausing y'all and running around and shit, man. I'm around here making candy glasses full of child. This Lord Jesus. You start some shit, baby. You gotta continue that shit on. Cause I know I love my kids. I ain't with that shit. Cause if I couldn't have been, I couldn't have been. That's all I gotta say. I wouldn't even be here. Y'all never would have known me. Okay, let's keep it going. Thank you. I'm gonna let him know. I'm letting him know all y'all said this. I'm like, all my people say happy birthday to you. He gonna be like, what? I love my kids so much, y'all. Oh gosh. All right, here we go. Let's play it. Police report. So it was more than one police report because there's more than one precinct involved. And I'm gonna prove that to y'all as well. All right, here we go. Run it back to 9 minutes. And one other thing, guys, just for the record, I want y'all to know why everyone is so upset with slaying the slave over here slaying shit, right? They upset because this content popping like popcorn. They can't catch it. They can't they can't catch the rhythm. They can't catch me. They just cannot. Good luck catching what's going on in my fucking head because I don't have a clue half the time. This shit is coming. It's real. It's real shit. I'm not making it up. It's not on the fly. I pondered over this shit for years. Y'all, I used to run track. I'm a real motherfucking track star. I swear to God, I'm a sprinter. And all I know, I feel like I'm sprinting to the finish line for this baby. And I really feel like this is going to bring me the peace that I've been asking for because this case disrupted my spirit. Real time now. This fucked with my spirit. This girl has had me crying and I've been through some shit. Like I've been through some shit. I've gone through changes with this girl. And I sit back and watch her video sometimes and I just cry for real. And I'm like, damn, what is up with me with this girl? But she gone. She was gone before we ever knew her. And we just gotta fight for what's right, man. It's just a quest to fight for what's right and what's fair. And I just think they fucked over her. And I know that it's been it was so many people coming against this girl and so many lies being told. I just some kind of way feel that Kenneka had to have some kind of spiritual gift or something. Because this is not a psyop, y'all. This is not a psyop. The psyop was all the bullshit that came with it. They wanted people to think this was all fake, that she really didn't die. Like, they said the greatest trick the devil ever played was making people think that he didn't exist. He wasn't real. I think this is what it was. Kenneka was very much real. She's very much deceased. She was very real, really real person. But they gave us so much shit on this baby that they made us doubt that she was Teresa's daughter, made us doubt she ever existed. It was so sad, y'all. I just needed to say that. But we're finna start again. Read what y'all saying. It's the voice, it's the accent, it's the vibe. You said the voice, the accent, the vibe. Whose voice? My voice? Somebody else's voice? Fighting over you. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Samson. I'm gonna tell you, I told somebody today, I'm gonna have to call her out. I think she might be gone. Well, I'm gonna call hold on, I'm gonna call somebody else out. I'm gonna call wait a minute, let me see. They said TV. I told somebody today, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Oh, my voice. Oh, my voice. Okay, I got you, baby. I told somebody today, I said, I'm a very intentional person. When I tell you I'm intentional, I mean it. I'm very, very intentional. Like everything that I do, I mean to do it. I mean to do that. I think about what I'm doing. I'm sentimental as fuck. So if I'm doing something for someone, I'm putting great attention to it. I think about who you are as a person, what I know about you. And my intent is to make you happy. If it's your birthday, I'm gonna do everything that I know you want me to do. I think about how you are, how I view you, what you say you like, why I watch you do, and I buy a gift just like that. I pick perfect gifts because I observe stuff. And people get gifts from me, they be like, oh my God, how did you know? How did I know? I spend time with you. I watch you. I know what you like. You tell me all the time what you like. So I know what you like. But sometimes people don't think like that, but I do. So if I have a friend or anybody I'm investing time and energy in, I give them all that I have. Everything that's for them, I give it to them. And I'm very intentional about it. And I love and I focus on people. And it's just me and you. When it's me and you, it's just me and you. So when that is gone, it's a problem. It's kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. I'm being honest with y'all. It's kind of hard to have me in your corner one moment and then I'm gone. It's like a cold fucking wind. Look, I'm cold as the Chicago breeze off a Lakeshore Drive. I'm cold as fuck. And if I cut the corner on you, the corner has been cut. And I don't mind never coming back. And what happens is this. You should never worry about nobody you lose, right? If you don't fuck over people in your lifetime and you lose somebody, you just lose them. Yeah. If you lose them, you just lose them. Hold on, guys. One moment. If you make a friend and you lose a friend, as long as you wasn't on the fucked up side of the loss and you didn't do anything to cause it, you can walk away just okay. You'll be fine. You're like, I didn't do that shit. You did that shit, right? But if you done something wrong, you start asking, at some point, you start questioning what happened and you have to deal with yourself. If you're not narcissistic, you deal with yourself. That's what happens. So anytime anybody upset about anything with me, anytime anybody got some slick shit to say about Slay, and you could take this shit to the bank and you could motherfucking cash it. And if any one of these motherfuckers will be real with what I'm saying, they'll all say amen. When I cut a motherfucker off and I stop talking to your ass, you're gonna feel it. That's it. Nothing more. So if anybody's upset with Slay, just know I don't talk to him no more. I've done nothing to anyone. I've never hurt. I don't hurt people. I'm not a hurt person. I'm a healed person, a loving person, love to get a lot of love. I don't have no fucking business hurting nobody. It ain't even in my DNA. I'd be dead wrong to fuck over anybody because I don't get fucked over. All I do is walk away. That's it. So whatever they got going on, they must have had a taste of Slay. And now they can't get it out their mouth. I don't know what to tell nobody. I don't know what to say. I'm just glad don't nobody know me in real life because I have some real stalking shit going on. Woo! I might not be here. One of these bitches about to be to knock my ass off by now, boy. But anyway, I ain't gonna say that shit because that's kind of crazy. But people do crazy shit like that. But yeah, hurt people. I like when they come crawling back. All right, here we go, y'all. Let's play Miss Martin.
Then the leading detective stated to me, she just walked in the freezer. Mm-hmm. This is before I told him I worked within the cafeteria. Right. She walked in the freezer, and when she walked in the freezer, she walked in. He never mentioned it was a double freezer. Walked in the freezer, closed the door behind herself, and just froze to death. Right. So, I wanted to see it. Yeah. I said, so she couldn't get out? He said, no, she couldn't get out. Because once you locked in, you locked in. Right. But he doesn't know what you know about freezers at that time. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I had to pause that. Did you guys hear what he said? She said the lead detective told her that they observed Kenneka walking into the kitchen and walking into the freezer, and she closed herself in there. And once you get in there, you can't get out of there. And then he said, because they didn't know what you knew about freezers at the time, because she worked for Chicago Public Safety. I'm sorry, Chicago Public Schools. Teresa worked in Chicago Public School System. She worked in the cafeteria at the Chicago Public School. Not CPS, not Child Protective Service. Somebody said she worked for CPS. She rounded up with kids and she fucking with kids. No. Chicago Public Schools, not Child Protective Services, whole different acronym. They tried to say Teresa was working with Child People Services because she had some stolen twins. Y'all, my bad. I forgot about that. Oh, Kenneka was supposed to be a stolen twin, Ivan and Anisha Fowler, and that was another reason. Y'all, this shit is so sad. It just never stops. But anyways, so right now she's talking about they said she walked in and she couldn't get out. Well, that's a fucking lie, because guess what we later found out? She won the lawsuit by saying that one of the employees locked her in the freezer. Let me repeat that. The affidavit stated that an employee inadvertently came in to do their rounds and locked the freezer door, secured a freezer in a kitchen that wasn't functional, and turned it on. Locked the freezer on a freezer that's not being used, cut it on, and locked the fucking door. And Kenneka was inside, and that's how she passed. That's what the fuck they said. Yeah, that's what the paperwork says. So about her getting locked in the freezer, couldn't get out, that's a lie, because the freezer doesn't have a locking mechanism on. It has a release button on the interior freezer. The cooler, you could push it out. But there's supposed to be a little tiny keyhole on the outside of the freezer that you could put a little pin little pin in, and that locks the freezer. That's what they told us, y'all. We're gonna roll the footage again. Let's just keep listening. But I need for y'all to remember what y'all know. All right, hold on. Let me see. Okay, let me read. I'm gonna read because y'all okay. It says in the cafeteria. Okay, did she work in the cafeteria with food and free? She worked in the cafeteria. Fowler twins. I got Addie if y'all need questions. I need to recover right now. But I could pull it up anytime. You can get it because I know King Bob talked about the Fowler twins. It wasn't Kenneka and Kenny because they're not twins. But I heard about that shit too. Another theory, and the fucked up theory of all the things that happened to Kenneka, you asked me. And Samson said Nubian. Yes, so they're asking for it. So Nubian goddess, they want you to come up with that. Ivan and Arnisha Fowler, they want you to bring up that content. So if you want to bring that content up, we can come up here one day and talk about that. No problem at all. Because we got some inquisitive minds over here. All right, here we go.
All right.
Did you go into the actual freezer that your daughter was in? Did you try to see what your the theory, how you can get out of it if you're in that particular freezer? Okay, well, I'll tell you like this. We wasn't never to actually go inside their freezer, but they had both of the doors open. I asked them when I first went back there, so you're saying it's a double freezer? He said, yes, but on our way back there, if you can see in the video, I'm pointing my finger. I'm looking for cameras. I'm looking for cameras because that's my purpose, because you can't tell me this happened with no camera in around, and every time I point, I see a camera. Except when we go by the freezer, that's blocked off, which it was a camera above that freezer. And okay, we're going to go back to that. I'm sorry, please forgive me. When I go back to the freezer, they had both of the doors open. And I'm like, here go a glow-in-the-dark plastic release button, big white glow-in-the-dark. I said, so is this a release button? He said, the detective said, yes. And the sergeant standing back there with us as well. As I said, we were being watched as if we're the criminal, we did this to my daughter, as if we was going to get arrested. So he stated, I asked him with the other freezer, the second door. I said, is this a release button? Big white button. Maybe, as they say, you couldn't see, but it was lightning in the freezer. And only thing we saw on the floor was a big piece of ice made in a triangle. And I'm like, okay. I said, so that's when I stated, I work in the cafeteria. I've been working there for 7 years. I say, there shouldn't have been no way that she shouldn't have been able to get out these doors. I thought you told me, and I asked the detective, you said that she couldn't get out. How is that when is release buttons on each one of these doors? And he just shook his head, He doesn't understand.
So where are you now as far as what it is that you want to see? They've closed the case officially. I know that you guys are not happy about that and you want to continue the investigation. So what do you want to see happen? Where do you see this going from here? Are you trying to get more people to come in and reopen the case? What is it that you want to do?
Yes, I would love for the FBI to come in. The reason why I say that, they stated it was a natural cause before any medical examiner or anything. So the Rosemont Police Department knew this would happen with no professionals. They said it wasn't no sexual harassment or any. Assaults or whatever.
Assaults is
right. Exactly. But how is that? From looking at the pictures, obviously.
All right, so check this out. Now they're talking about the state of her body, and she just said that they told her that it wasn't no. She said sexual harassment. What she meant was no sexual assault. It didn't look like she was sexually assaulted. And then she said, but how did they determine that? By looking at the photos, because her hair was all over her head, is what she's trying to say, right? They couldn't tell Teresa nothing about Kenneka's alleged whether she was sexually assaulted or not, because they would have had to swab her for DNA. And it's not just enough to swab for DNA. Swabbing for DNA is just looking for semen, like a semen. Semen doesn't mean that you were raped. Doesn't mean you were raped. They're gonna be looking for like different markers of a rape, like marks on your thighs, trauma to your vaginal area, scratches, DNA under your fingers, things that you would do if you were being sexually assaulted. Were there any signs of it? That's what they look for when they're looking at a sexual assault, because most people that are trying to resist the attacker, they're going to scratch them. They may get strangled. There may be some damage. You ain't finna, they ain't finna, I'm not trying to be funny. You ain't finna slow stroke if you raping some goddamn body. So sometimes it's trauma to your area, whatever the case may be. And it'll be signs of that. But you can't determine a sexual assault by just finding semen. But they didn't do that either. There was no semen swab done. They were still they're talking about when she initially found her, the night they found her in the freezer. They just showing her photos. They didn't show the body, show the photos and show her on the gurney. How could they say that girl wasn't sexually assaulted? Whoever body that was, which I don't think was Kenneka's, but they couldn't say that. How could they say that? They were all right. Let me just go.
You will see that it was something going on. At least with that if you would have just saw it without being a professional doctor or whatever, examiner or whatever, first thought would have been them being professional cops. Hey, it's something had to go on. And then to come to find out after all that, at the closing meeting, my daughter asked them, did you all take fingerprints? And they said no. Why not?
Right.
Why not?
Dust the body, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because I work in the cafeteria once, as I mentioned. And in the cafeteria, you got to clean up behind yourself.
Yeah.
That's sanitation,
So, question, what two things? One is because the Rosemont police did actually turn down, because the FBI at one time make an offer.
If they were reached out for assistance.
And so Rosemont turned that down, correct? They didn't want to have anything to do with the FBI coming in.
Allegedly
on the case. Secondly, was the question ever presented to the people of the hotel? Why was this freezer even still in operation if it wasn't being used? Like, because I'm under the kitchen was supposed to be closed. I'm under understanding that kitchen was closed and that stuff wasn't even being used. So why even have it on? Because then if she goes in there, she's just inside a room. She's not inside a freezing room. And anybody ever, did that ever come up in conversations with the hotel?
No, I never found out about this freezer wasn't working or none of that.
Ooh. Whoop, did you hear it? She said, I never knew that the freezer wasn't working. Run it back.
Why even have it on? Because then if she goes in there, she's just inside a room. She's not inside a freezing room. And anybody ever, did that ever come up in conversations with the hotel?
No, I never found out about this freezer wasn't working or none of that until after the fact. I'm hearing it from the media or whatever, and my attorney as well,
after she's.
So she said, so the news reported the freezer wasn't operational, and so did her attorneys. Now, we have to stop. We gotta stop right here. I have a report in the paperwork that Dr. Christos, the medical examiner, allegedly, that came out on site, which he never came. Let's just state that for facts. He never came. They consulted with him over the phone. And on the death report, they marked her body as being frozen. This is a fucking fact. Now, let me tell you something. To all the mommies out there, or all the cooks out there that have had Christmas and Thanksgiving dinners and everything else, and you had to thaw out a turkey. What you got?
Girl, you don't know what I did.
Hold on. No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so my apologies. So when I have the report and it's talking about her body being frozen, and it said that the body was 150 something pounds when they got the body, the cadaver, into the medical examiner's office. Anybody that I said, like I said, any cooks out there, or anybody that cooks anything, have you ever bought of course I know you have, a frozen turkey and had to thaw it out for Thanksgiving? Some of y'all might do the right thing. Y'all may buy the bird, thaw it out in a refrigerator, like they say, for like 2 or 3 days to keep it from any kind of contamination. And then like 2 days after you buy it, it'll slowly reduce the temperature to the ambient temperature, which is going to be the refrigerator temperature. And then it'll be thawed out, and it's still going to be cooled enough to not have bacteria and be ready for you to pop it in the oven. Or you might be a last minute mama like myself, and you may get a frozen turkey on the eve of Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I don't want to hear shit about how y'all telling me how to thaw out my bird. I'm getting ready to put it in some fucking water and keep changing this water out. And I'm gonna thaw this big 25-pound motherfucker out. And I'm finna do it in 6 hours. I don't care what nobody talking about. I don't care nothing about what they talking about. And I pulled it off. I pulled it off before. Now, what I'm gonna tell you is this: you are not about to thaw out a 130-pound body of anything frozen solid in 10 hours. It's just not going to happen. This girl's supposed to be 135 pounds. They said 159, almost 160. She was frozen solid, and she thawed out from 12. Now, they said they found her 12. They found her 12:20 something in the morning on September the 10th. And by 10:10 a.m., the next thing they said is she went to the medical examiner's office to have her autopsy. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. You have to do a wide incision on the chest for an autopsy. And ain't no scalpel finna cut through no frozen flesh. It's just not gonna happen. And she would have still been frozen. You have to thaw out internally and then externally. Like it's like an ice cube thawing out. The ice cube thaws out from the outside going in to the smallest little piece inside of it. But you have to get the whole, for it to be a body, a cadaver. First of all, they're not finna accelerate your thawing process because that's gonna destroy evidence. They're not gonna do any of that. So they would have had to let that girl sit out. If she was frozen solid, it would have been a couple of days. She would have never thawed out in 10 hours to get an autopsy. Just ain't gonna happen. So I'm telling you right now, the body was never frozen. I don't give a fuck who body it was. What Kenneka body anyway, but it wasn't no frozen body going nowhere. So this whole frozen solid shit, throw it out the window. Teresa just said, I didn't know nothing about that freezer not working. But I know about it not working. You wanna know how I know it wasn't working? Because Andrew Holmes said it was hot as hell in there. And the police officers were coming out wiping their fucking brow. Leonora said it was hot in there. There was an ice cube in the corner. So what I'm telling y'all is, if I was a betting woman, I'll tell you the freezer was hot as shit because it wasn't working. It was a non-operational freezer. But let's just play it again. And you're going to hear Teresa out her own mouth say, I didn't know nothing about the freezer wasn't working. To her attorney told her. Some kind of way the attorneys found that out. We never got that memo. I just knew better.
Wasn't being used. Like, because I'm under the kitchen was supposed to be closed. I'm under understanding that kitchen was closed and that stuff wasn't even being used. So why even have it on? Because then if she goes in there, she's just
frozen solid, Samson, right?
She's not inside a freezing room. And anybody ever... Did that ever come up in conversations with the
159?
I never found out about this freezer wasn't working or none of that until after the fact. You know, I'm hearing it from the media or whatever, you know, and my attorney as well, you know, after she's gone. She's gone. Right. And then at the meeting, the sergeant said they'd had numerous of murders, you know, deaths or whatever, however he named it. Don't quote me. He said, but this is the first time we ever had to deal with an attorney. And rolled his eyes at me like, how could you be mad at me when I'm the one's taking the loss? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, where do you... Like you was doing something. Exactly. Right. If nothing else, people should have been treating you with compassion. Exactly. If nothing else. And with the cell phone, they did ask me twice for her phone. And you know why? I was afraid to go back up there because the next day I asked the detective when he called my phone and when he was asking me about her phone and to come back to the Rosemont Police Department to come up there, and I was not going by myself because I knew I needed some help. Right. Yeah. The hotel offered to pay for Kenneka's funeral. Did you accept their offer? Okay. They offered to pay for her funeral. Yes. You know why I did not accept? I refused. Because even though they offered to pay for it, they never once gave me their condolences. Well, of course, they probably did after I made initial clues to Facebook and the media. You know, how could you offer to pay? You all don't care. It's not about money. It's not about money. That's why I reached out to the world, right, you know, for help. And I'm still asking for help because something's just not right. Right. I want to bring up some of the activists. Actually, how I got in contact with you was via Andrew Holmes. All right, he's the one that gave me your number, and we actually...
They're finna bring Andrew Holmes up, but I want to say something real quick. Hold on. I'm gonna play it back one more time what she just said. I want y'all to hear her clearly what she just said.
And then at the meeting, the sergeant said they'd had numerous of murders, you know, deaths or whatever, however he named it. Don't quote me. He said, but this is the first time we ever had to deal with an attorney. And rolled his eyes at me like, how could you be mad at me when I'm the one's taking the loss? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, where do you... Like you was doing something. Exactly. Right. If nothing else, people should have been treating you with compassion. Exactly. If nothing else. And with the cell phone, they did ask me twice for her phone. And you know why? I was afraid to go back up there because the next day I asked the detective when he called my phone and when he was asking me about her phone and to come back to the Rosemont Police Department to come up there, and I was not going by myself because I knew I needed some help. Right. Yeah. The hotel offered to pay for Kenneka's funeral. Did you accept their offer? Okay. They offered to pay for her funeral. Yes. You know why I did not accept? I refused. Because even though...
She's lying again. She's getting ready to say that she didn't accept the money when they offered to pay for the funeral. The reason why she declined the offer was because they never gave her proper condolences. Before she started sounding off and talking to people, they never said, we're sorry for your loss. She's lying. Let me tell you how I know the bitch lying. Let me tell you. You got your ass on Facebook Live in the month of September and said that Andrew Holmes called you and told you to call the protest off because the hotel was losing money. And you said, I guess he was making a lot of sense. Now, in the month of October, after making that statement in September, now you're saying this was never about money. You never said you were sorry. But you said in September, he wanted me to call the protest off. Let me give y'all a little piece of information. Teresa sided with the hotel from the beginning. When they told her to go out there and say Kenneka was just found dead in the freezer, nothing happened to her, she went out there and she said that shit. For whatever reason, she said that shit. She sided with them then. And then she takes her ass in front of the hotel and she starts to protest. That's in stark contrast to what the fuck she said in the beginning. Nobody set her up. Nobody did nothing to her. But you're out there. What the fuck are you protesting for, Teresa? If nobody did nothing to your daughter, why are you protesting? What is all this about? If she simply walked into the fucking freezer. So, bitch, you fucking up the bag. Call it off. Figure out how to call this off. You know what she did? She decided to blame innocent people for taking money and let that be her reason to call the protest off. When all along, she didn't want nobody to protest. It was never about protesting and getting justice. She decided in the beginning that no one did nothing to her fucking child. Nobody set her up. And nobody did nothing to her. She was just simply left at the party. Do y'all understand what that lady did when she said that? She agreed with them and then protested. Andrew Holmes was like, what are you doing? The hotel is losing money. What are you doing? Why would he feel comfortable telling Teresa that the hotel was losing money? How fucking dare you mention money to me when my child died? You sick fuck. But you know what she says? I guess he was making a lot of sense when he said that. She said that out of her mouth. Does anybody remember that? I can play it. So what I'm trying to tell you guys right now is I don't know what kind of game Teresa was playing. I still don't think she had nothing to do with her daughter dying. And it's going to take me some time. And I'm going to have to find something more to say that. I strongly believe that she thought her daughter was alive. Whoever called them and told them Kenneka was moved from the Marriott to Crown Plaza and was with a security guard in that hotel, they believed that shit. And when they called them in that West Meeting Hall to tell them they found Kenneka, she wasn't expecting them to say, we found her dead. And they told her that. And she ran like a bolt of lightning out that West Meeting Hall conference room. That was raw. That wasn't acting. She looked spooked. She was scared. I believe that was organic and real fear, real pain. I saw it. She signed up to sue the hotel for some shit that happened to her daughter, but I do not think she signed up for her daughter to die. And that's my personal opinion. And anybody who don't agree with it, it's 100% fine. I'm totally okay. Y'all my people. Y'all supposed to be helping me with this baby. I think we all in it to help Kenneka. If y'all got anything to prove me different, please bring it to me. I'm begging you to bring it to me. If I could tie some shit to her, I'll tie it to her back. But I don't have anything right now. What I saw was pure fear, just surprise. She ran so fast out that room. That was not practiced. It wasn't. It just wasn't. And damn, Samson, you said she had a strong sense she was about to be rich. She said it on the 6th. When I get rich, I'm gonna show y'all. Man, I can't deny that, Samson. Like, you taking my mind to a dark place. Places I've been to before in my head about what I think she could have possibly did that still wouldn't have resulted in her daughter dying. I can't say she set her up, but I would go for a setup before I say she meant for her daughter to die. I'm just gonna leave it there. We're gonna play a little bit more because we already passed the 2-hour mark. We're going on the 3-hour mark right now. And I want to make it digestible for people that's going to go behind us and listen to this live. I want them to be able to at least get to the key points of this and not be, I know we got good content popping, this video popping from start to finish, but to be honest, people, 3 hours listening to this shit, and if you don't know what's going on, it's probably like overkill. But let's play a little bit more. Then we'll do a Q&A, and we're going to close it out for tonight. We're going to come right back with the rest of this shit, though. But let's play a little bit more. Because y'all didn't get to the part where she said they came to the house looking for Kenneka. We ain't got to that part. It's going to get good. One moment, y'all. Let's play a little bit more.
They offered to pay for it. They never once gave me their condolences. Well, of course, they probably did after I made initial clues to Facebook and the media. You know, how could you offer to pay? You all don't care. It's not about money. It's not about money. That's why I've reached out to the world, right, you know, for help. And I'm still asking for help because something's just not right. Right. I want to bring up some of the activists. Actually, how I got in contact with you was via Andrew Holmes. He's the one that gave me your number. And we actually talked the night prior to when the videos were released. And I know you were upset with him because what happened with that? Did he have the right to go? Because he was the first person to talk about the videotapes. Did he have that right from you to do that? No, he did not. Okay. Okay, first of all, Andrew Holmes just popped up from nowhere. He stated to me, I asked him when he called my phone, who gave you my number? Who is you? He stated that he was somebody because I'm asking for help. Right. So I'm figuring, he coming to help me. And he stated to me that he was from Chicago Police Department. He's a special investigator, and he's going to get me answers. Okay. So I stand corrected. When I told you guys that he had on that black polo with the sheriff crest on it, he said he was from Chicago Police Department, not Rosemont. So let's clear it up. Make sure that we state it for the record because I want to make sure I'm giving y'all real accurate information. I knew he posed at some police department and I thought it was Rosemont, but he actually told her it was Chicago CPD. He gonna get her answers. And she's saying that she did not know Andrew Holmes. Now, check this out, guys. She said when he called my phone, he told me that. Teresa, when did he call your phone? Because when I saw you guys together on September the 10th in the parking lot, he's standing behind you and your mommy and James Coleman. He's got on that black shirt and that crest, and he's standing right there behind you. Am I to assume you never spoke to him that day when he was back there? You guys never had a conversation? Do you want me to believe that he called your phone and told you he was Andrew Holmes? You didn't know who the fuck he was? Teresa, you capping. Teresa, you capping. Because I saw Andrew Holmes behind you on September the 10th in the parking lot when the whole fucking crew was out there investigating y'all. It was September the 10th. I got the timestamps. I got the date. I got the video. He was standing right behind you with his fucking old ass arms tucked behind him, and your mommy's standing there. James Coleman's to your left, and you're in the middle. And Holmes is behind you, and they're asking you about your fucking daughter, and he's right there. Who did he say he was that day? Because now you're saying he called you and said who he was. What did he tell you that day, Teresa? Am I to also believe that you never seen him on any TV show, and he's always behind some shit? He on the news every other day about somebody fucking dying. And you want me to believe that you didn't even know who he was? Did you not watch TV, Teresa? Were you not a part of the city? Were you not doing your little activist work or your little Eastern Star, whatever the fuck you are? You was just totally disengaged with the whole community and you didn't know Andrew Holmes? Roll it back. For to pay for Kenneka's funeral, did you accept their offer? Okay. They offered to pay for her funeral. Yes. You know why I did not accept? I refused. Because even though they offered to pay for it, they never once gave me their condolences. Well, of course, they probably did after I made initial clues to Facebook and the media. You know, how could you offer to pay? You all don't care. It's not about money. It's not about money. That's why I've reached out to the world, right, you know, for help. And I'm still asking for help because something's just not right. Right. I want to bring up some of the activists. Actually, how I got in contact with you was via Andrew Holmes. He's the one that gave me your number. And we actually talked the night prior to when the videos were released. And I know you were upset with him because what happened with that? Did he have the right to go? Because he was the first person to talk about the videotapes. Did he have that right from you to do that? No, he did not. Okay. Okay, first of all, Andrew Holmes just popped up from nowhere. He stated to me, I asked him when he called my phone, who gave you my number? Who is you? He stated that he was somebody because I'm asking for help. Right. So I'm figuring, you know, he coming to help me. And He stated to me that he was from Chicago Police Department. He's a special investigator, and he's going to get me answers. So,
Special investigator?
Yeah, that's what he stated to me.
Thank you, Dot. Thank you, baby girl. You know, my daddy, my dearly departed father, told me, he said, baby, you missed your calling. You know you were supposed to be a attorney. And I'm going to tell y'all a little funny story. I was looking into another case of a family, a person that I grew up with. Her mother got killed back in '84, and I was calling him, and it was a police. It was a lot. I ain't gonna give you. It's just a lot. And I was calling an attorney that I knew that knew my family growing up, and he knew me because his son liked me or whatever. And I called this attorney, and I gave him the information on the case file. I told him who I was, and he says, "What firm do you work out of?" And I said, "Firm? I'm not an attorney." He said, "What? You're not an attorney?" He asked me when I was like 13, "What do you want to be?" I said, "I want to be a DA. I want to be a district attorney. I definitely want to make sure people pay for what they're doing." I told him that when I was like 13. So I called him in 2018, and I'm past 40 at this age. I'm 40 something. I think I'm like whatever I was. I don't fucking know. But I was past 40 at that point. And he asked me, what firm did I work for? And he laughed his ass off. And I had a flashback of my dad, because my dad told me I was supposed to be an attorney as well. I'm supposed to be a doctor too, and a teacher as well. So all I know, I'm supposed to be helping people. And I would like to believe in some kind of way, all the things that I was supposed to be, I'm kind of being right now. So I appreciate you saying that. And more than you know, that shit touched my heart, because I hear that stuff so much. I hear that shit so much. And my daddy is the one that made me do what I'm doing right now. He made me speak. He made me perform. He made me sing. He was like, you're not going to be scared of nothing. You're going to be able to perform and speak, and it doesn't matter who's listening. It's just you in the room, and make sure that you understand that. And he gave me so many jewels. So I was built for what I'm doing right now, and I was supposed to be doing this. This is something I'm supposed to be doing. So it comes easy for me to do this, and also to protect people comes easy too. So that's why I'm doing this. But I appreciate you recognizing that. Thank you, I appreciate that too. Yeah, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, Samson.
Me. So you were misled? Yes, I was misled. Okay. From the beginning. From the beginning. So
do you have any communication with him now or no?
No. No. Okay. There's no need.
Right.
I know other activists, I know from Facebook, you accused of them raising money without your knowledge all the way for the protests. Yes. So what was that situation? Because they were saying that, money's necessary if someone gets arrested and for the buses, and that they explained that to you, and you were okay if they got money to take care of those situations. Listen, let me tell you something. I didn't know my purpose of being out there. I thank God for everybody. Whichever way they did it, I asked for help. When you ask for help, you can't direct the help, which way this help going to go. But as far as them collecting money, I never knew about it until I made a status. I wish I would have known. I would have actually wrote down the date. See, like I said, I did timing again. And I went on Facebook to let people know that I did not know, it was when they collected their money, I was not aware of it. Okay. 2 days later, I don't know how many days. When I found out, the day I found out, they stated to me that they're gonna give me a ledger, and before we leave the protest that day, and I'm like, ledger, honest. I'm like, okay, what is this? And they stated to me,
I want to say this for the record, just for the record. No one is inclined to give her a fucking dime of anything they've collected. Let's put this shit into perspective. If there's people out advocating, and I don't even like the word anymore because of the negative connotation behind what advocating means at this juncture. If they're out advocating for a cause, oftentimes the family aren't even involved. It could be a person who they don't even know who the fuck the family is. So you find a Jane Doe in a fucking ditch, somebody hit her, and you're rallying around to help Jane Doe, and you're collecting money for people to talk about Jane Doe. Who the fuck do you give that money to? If you're collecting money for the people that's trying to help find out who she is and going out in the field trying to figure out if they can connect the dots, who do you give that money to? Do you use it to help the people that are advocating for Jane Doe, or do you find Jane Doe's parents and give them the fucking money? Who do you owe an explanation to if you're doing it upon yourself to help somebody who you think needs the help? Granted, people do shit for fucked up reasons, and I get that. I get that. But if anyone is fronting in the name of a cause and they say they're doing it, and you donate in said cause, you just donating. You don't know where this money finna go. You don't know. Teresa could have been smoking crack. Give it to her. She smoke it up. I'm not saying she did. I'm just saying I don't think anybody owed Teresa an explanation of no fucking money. Yes, Teresa, you are alive. Yes, I get it. I get the politics behind it. I'm getting the why it would be appropriate. I get what's going on because she's in the city and she's alive, but they didn't owe her shit. They told her, hey, we came out here on our own and people are rallying around us, donating to us. We'll let you know what's going on with the money. We want to let you know that we're getting money because the money started coming in pretty fast. And they were like, hey, we're collecting money. They didn't want nobody to tell Teresa, oh, I donated $500 to you and your daughter. And she like, what $500? And then she doesn't know about it. So they told her, hey, we've been getting donations to the freedom fighters. We want you to know about it. But we'll give you a ledger. We'll let you know the money that we receive. And we'll tell you what we're spending to help people. Because people got to eat. They got to sleep. They got to get out of jail. Blah, blah, blah. I don't think anything was wrong with that. I really don't. I'm being honest. I don't feel like anything was wrong with that. But she used this as the reason to call the protest off. I need y'all to understand that. She called the protest off because of this very reason. And if you've been around since the beginning, you'll know I'm not lying. So now she's trying to explain when she found out about the money. And she's saying she didn't know. No, you didn't know till they told you, but they told you and then you did know. So don't double back and double speak, bitch, because we're listening. And I'm definitely taking notes of what you're saying. You're saying you didn't know till you knew. We know you didn't know till you knew. But when we know you didn't know till you knew, but you knew. So don't play like you didn't know. He wasn't able to tell you in the beginning that they were doing it. What did they owe you? You weren't doing it. They did it. They do this for this is what they do in real life. They help people like this. And they need funding. Why do you care about what they're getting? What is your reason for caring about what they're getting if they're trying to help you get justice for your daughter? But they were outside that hotel protesting, and you had already talked to them people about how you wasn't finna do shit. And now you out there with these very people. And they're looking at you weird. Like, what the fuck are you doing out there? Hey. Hey, what's going on, baby? Oh, okay. Well, we about to do Tion's little, well, we got 30 minutes before we call him up here. But me and Ling just making this little candy glass and stuff for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he like he owned it right now. You hear me?
I know he probably know she bought the lottery tickets in. I think he saw them, but it's all good though. But I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna send you a picture. Are you home yet?
Yeah, I'm home.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll send you a picture in just a minute. And when he come in here, I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish I could call you from a messenger, but you don't have messenger number. But okay, I'll call you back in a minute.